In a world of remakes and remasters,
Are we playing for
what was once sacred and cool has now soured and become lame.
Red?
Gone are the days of pods and cowabunga. Now is the reign of slurp juice and dabs. Kids these days don't even know how bad they've got it. Now it's up to the best generation to rise to the occasion and make a show that dares to go where a lot of other nerdy shows have already gone quite a bit. That's right. They're going to talk about it a lot.
Hello, everybody. This is Best Gen, where nerds complain about nerdy things, and it's called Best Gen because all of us on the show are más o menos from the same generation. We happen to think that it's the best one, but not because we're better than you. But our late night TV show hosts certainly were better. So strap on in and prepare to wax nostalgia because we reminisce upon the days of yore while simultaneously complaining about the utter filth that Hollywood keeps churning out of its sludge pipes on a daily basis. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing great.
Did I cut the intro short? I don't think so.
No, it was good.
Let's see. Sorry. Apparently there was trouble with my stream last night too. But this is going through a different service. So, yeah, I was getting notifications on YouTube when I was streaming last night that the quality was bad, that it was, but I wasn't doing anything differently. So I don't know why. I had to cut that one short because my wife broke our car. I had to go rescue her. We're here tonight. David said he's going to be a little bit late. He's working on he's being a man, doing manly stuff with wrenches and stuff. And he needs to finish doing that before he gets on the show. Looks like Jared's gonna be late too, and some people are gonna be late, but we're just gonna start talking because I think I have more news articles pulled up this week than I did last week. I had to segment them into two whole sections. I've got news and some follow-ups for last week all pulled up on one big, not tab, but one screen with like 20 tabs, and then I've got one the same size just full of Jimmy Kimmel stuff. So David's a dude. Yeah, Charles is on the wrong mic.
Mic sound? It sounds weird.
Sound problem. Maybe.
I mean, you sound a little distant, I suppose, but I think that's just the echo from the room.
How's that? Is that better?
Did I cut the intro short? I don't know. It looked like it was fine.
I'm pretty sure I know that this is the wrong one. Unless it's not making any difference.
It looks like the full intro played. I don't know. Yeah. It's been a weird couple of days. So, yeah. Albeleo, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I hate that I watched this show.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, we got to talk about Alien Earth eventually at some point tonight, and maybe at some point we'll talk about Terminator Dark Wolf, the Terminalist Dark Wolf, if we ever are, if the people who are watching it are ever on at the same time. But
give it time. You'll have to tow David again.
I gave Alien Earth like a lot of benefit of the doubt. I was pretty positive going in. I wanted it to be good, and this show just keeps making so many stupid choices that make no sense. So much so that I titled this episode that because I was so confused, and I forgot that most of the show is going to be about Jimmy Kimmel. So that's not even in the title at all. The show, Alien Earth, is so stupid. It's so bad. Yeah, that's all the TV we're watching. And it'll be the same. No. Wait. That was it. There's one more. Okay, yeah. Next week, it's the same shows, Alien Earth and Dark Wolf, and they'll both be over. And then we will have one bye week, I think, before House of David season 2, which means I have to sign up for another streaming service. So that'll be great. But we need to figure out what we're doing. Not next week, but in 2 weeks. We'll have nothing to talk about unless everyone decides to watch all the way up to Slow Horses season 5, which I don't think is going to happen. But that's a good show. Slow Horses is great, and season 5 airs next week.
Okay, how's my mic now?
Maybe we could all... Yeah, that
It's
sounds
a bit
good.
better, I would say.
Okay.
Maybe we could all pick a movie or something to watch in 2 weeks, because there's nothing on the schedule. We'll be taking your recommendations. House of David will be on Amazon Prime, kind of. So it's going to be on Wonder, I think is what it's called, which you can access through Amazon Prime, but you have to pay an extra. So you have to pay the Wonder subscription. And then unless you want to wait a few months, then it will be eventually put on Amazon Prime for free. But I really like the show, so I want to support them at least for a month. You know, I'm paying for a Wonder subscription. Yeah, it's a little annoying. So,
But I think it's worth it. They're a great show.
yeah,
I'd be willing to
absolutely
buy.
fantastic. I loved House of David, and I thought it was going to be horrible.
Fantastic. Yep.
Mm-mm-mm.
Did your wife come in and be like, "Is this a Jesus show?"
And I was like, no, it's a David show. I heard them talking about the Holy Land. I forgot what she said. What was the? Oh, it was so funny. I gotta pull it up. Hold up.
Yeah, I guess I know you read it to me before.
It was so
It's
funny.
funny.
Absolutely funny. My wife is hilarious. What did she say? I was watching Kingdom of Heaven because you recommended it, and I was like, oh, wow, this movie's fantastic. This is the best fan fiction, completely made-up story I've ever seen in my life. And my wife comes downstairs like 15 minutes of the movie and asks me, is this a Jesus movie? And I was like, no. Well, I mean, kind of. What do you mean? What do you mean? Is this a Jesus movie? It's like, I just heard stuff about Jerusalem, and then I saw Liam Neeson telling Orlando Bloom to protect the king, and I was like, you do know Jesus was never king of Jerusalem, right? No, I thought it was like a metaphor or something. I was like, it's a movie about the Crusades. It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I mean, he was king of the Jews. He wasn't physically king. It's kind of what got him in trouble. A little bit. They used that as an excuse because people called him the king of the Jews. Wow. Okay. Much like prom COVID, for AE will be... Oh, okay. Prometheus, Covenant, Romulus, and Alien 4. Alien Earth will be a one watch and done on my end. No rewatch planned. Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely watching rewatching Romulus to flush this out of my system. Heck, I'd rewatch Alien 4. That one's kind of fun. Okay? It's a bad movie. Alien 4, I keep saying this. Alien Resurrection is a horrible movie, but it's a little bit fun. It's a teeny bit fun. Okay?
I hate how much it like your intro is so painfully accurate where it's like they don't even know how bad they've got it, and it's like, why are we looking back to Alien Resurrection as something better? Like, what the hell?
You're right. I could just
Especially
watch
after-
Alien to flush it out of my system.
Especially after this episode, it's just like, oh man, why do I want to watch that
I don't think.
Frenchman's
Okay,
movie again?
let's do this since everyone's late. Let's just talk about Alien Earth because no one else is watching the show. I don't think. Let's get it out of our system. Alien Earth is horrible. Wow, it's so stupid, and this entire episode was so pointless. Like nothing happens in this episode. It's just so drawn out, and the whole time I was thinking like, wow.
If something happens, all right. My IQ decides to go full Biden.
The entire time I was just thinking about what I said last week, where I was like, this show almost had the balls to make the show interesting by having the brother be the host. It teased it. Oh,
Yeah.
the brother's
Yeah.
gonna get the alien and I was like, because nothing that happened in this episode was anywhere close to being anything close to being comprehensive, not comprehensible. That I was like, it just pissed me off so much. Did anyone see the sports at all? Man, that last section of the game, nope, I don't sports. So, jeez, this.
Yeah, I don't care to watch like any sports anymore at this point, especially football, because not only do the Bears suck more dick than Freddie Mercury. I mean, the whole NFL is just like, hey, let's replace all the hot cheerleaders with gay men. It's like,
yeah, the NFL hates you. I don't know why.
Like, I don't have a problem with men or women being gay, but could you stop shoving it down my throat? That'd be great.
They still have like end racism printed out on all the goal lines, right? Because they're ridiculous. Yeah, I don't watch NFL.
Yeah,
It was your attempt at not Alien Earth talk. Yeah, no, we're not getting away from this one. Okay,
unfortunately not.
This have you seen the movie Salt? Came out maybe 10 years ago. It's Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
I guess it's a thriller, and the plot of that movie is it's plot twist the movie, where every 10 seconds the movie plot twists and changes whether or not the main character is the good guy or not.
Oh, great.
It's like, oh, Angelina Jolie is one of the good guys. Oops, plot twist. Turns out she's one of the bad guys. Oops, plot twist. Turns out
they're silicone.
I could not stand that movie. That was one of the worst movies I've ever seen, and everyone was glazing the heck out of it. And I was like, this movie is zero substance. It made no sense. There were no stakes because the entire time I don't even think the writers knew if she was good or bad by the end of it. And this episode felt like that with robot character. I have no idea what the point of any of it was. He was working against the guy, and then he was working for the guy, and then I guess it was like all a trick to get the guy, but that doesn't make sense because if like one teeny thing went wrong, it would not have been good for the guys. So, like, I do not understand what his plan was. I don't understand why he was watching things happen on the surveillance last episode, letting them happen. And then this episode was supposed to be like this grand reveal. Oh, I'd let it all happen on purpose so that everything would happen according to my favor. I think that's what the episode was saying, but I don't know because it doesn't make sense. Like, if that was your plan, it's a stupid plan. And they almost got away with the alien species. If it hadn't hatched like 10 seconds early, the plan would not have worked.
Well, that's because yet again, just like Romulus, oh look, the aliens, the chest bursters, finish growing and break out of the chest in seconds. Like, I don't know why I hate that we're still doing this because the aliens always took upwards of like 24 to 48 hours, and yet again, another movie, another show. 5 minutes in, pop, There they go.
okay.
It's like, okay.
This could be like the only thing that would save it for me, is if the brother gets the eyeball. I still would hate the show, but like, okay, please, can we kill the brother now? Because he's the most worthless character of all time, and the sister is surprised that he didn't. Oh, I don't understand why his choice. Well, I mean, his choice at the end of the episode was just kind of dumb. Like, it was already too late. Nothing was. I don't know. And he was like putting her down. He stunned her, and apparently that was just like the greatest betrayal. But he also I don't know, like it was just so dumb. Also, there's no one to root for either. Like, none of the people are good. Even the main character released the alien on purpose, and their lives really weren't in danger yet.
At this point, I root for the end credits.
And I think I hated the ending even more because the brother stopped the other robot lady from killing the worst actress I've ever seen on screen. I was so excited that character was going to die, and then the brother saved her, and I was like, why? She hates you? You're not friends. She literally just betrayed you, and then you saved her life, and also she's horrible at acting, and I never want to see her on screen anymore, and she's going to be on screen in the last episode, apparently, because she's still alive, and I hate that. Her delivery, man, was so bad. It was even worse than the last episode. Holy crap!
I like how she's about to have her jaw ripped out, and
and then she waits. She just doesn't do it,
and she just doesn't do it.
It keeps cutting away, like in the horror movie when it's right behind you, and then it cuts away, and then it's still right behind you, and clearly going faster than the character running. But they just have to keep cutting away. So, except it's her hand was on the jaw, waiting to rip it off, and just never did it for 10 minutes. Yes, I agree. Plot twists, so good. Not even the writers know what the plot is. Absolutely not Kevin Feige. Oh, yeah. It's Kevin Feige and a mustache. Got it. It's half covered up on my screen for some. So, is that? Yeah, it is Kevin Feige. Okay. It's covering the eyes.
Oh man, I hate how.
Yeah, we could.
I like how I was genuinely slack-jawed in this episode. Like, we're really doing this, and then even the alien at the end was just like, screw this, and turn. And
the alien doesn't know what's going on. Oh, I called it when I was like, I really hope this is not what they were doing, but I think the show is trying to say that that Wendy can speak alien now.
Yeah.
Remember when I said that? And I was like, I really hope that that's not the case, because that's retarded. She can speak alien now. That is not how language learning works, boys. Not at all.
Yeah,
Nope.
How does she learn?
I don't know.
Was it like Johnny Storm?
I don't know.
Worse.
It's way worse than Johnny Storm.
Like, at least.
Maybe I should make everyone watch all of the Alien movies for the bye week. That's a good idea.
Hey, I'm down. I haven't seen them yet, so
they're great. Yeah, no. She just sits in front of it and mimics it and goes. She sounds like one of those African tribes, you know. Clicky. That's all she does. She just mimics the sound back to him, and apparently learned its language. That is not, even if you're a supercomputer, you cannot learn a language like that. You have to have like a reference point, of which there was none. There was no Rosetta Stone in between, just copying the sounds back to each other. You know.
Yeah, I remember how
I needed a scene where Wendy picks up a burrito and says, burrito, and then the alien goes, ooh, yeah. And she goes, burrito. That's how you learn a language, okay?
Heck yeah.
He's just quoting
and
evolution.
then she puts ooh, Wendy, and he goes, ooh, whore, yes, right, like.
It's
Um,
wonderful.
And it's brown.
what's brown? Sorry.
What? What's brown?
Oh, the alien.
Put a poll in the. Sorry. Okay. Oh, the aliens. Oh, I made a burrito joke. Okay.
Yeah.
The alien is brown. Yeah. Why is the alien brown? It's a weird shade. It looks
Yeah.
completely different from the first two
I really
episodes.
hate that we keep going back to Alien Resurrection, but like the aliens were like the newer aliens in Resurrection were also brown, and they also argued with each other before the one. Like, you remember early on in the movie? There's the three in the cave in the containment cell.
You're asking a lot of me to remember the one time I've watched Alien Resurrection.
Oh, okay,
man.
okay. There's a point early on in Alien Resurrection when there's three of them in a containment cell, and two of them kill the younger one in order to use the acid to melt the floor and escape.
Yes.
And
Yeah. Okay. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're just hissing and growling at each other, and it's not the guttural clicking and everything that they're doing in this movie or in this show. So they're not even consistent in the way the aliens communicate in the cinematic series.
Yeah.
Like that's how are they so bad at their job?
I understand, like, put a poll in to figure out what we're going to watch in 2 weeks, but like I need the options first before I can make the poll.
Alien movies, an option. I think it's a good option.
Worse than Marvel's Freckle Jesus?
The ginger
episode
from,
or the character?
No, the character. So the actress
The
who
black
was
lady who's horrible at acting?
yeah. So do you remember the Freckle Jesus?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
ginger from
For the
Falcon and
do
the Winter
better.
Soldier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's not the one who says that line, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Boy, if that wasn't a career, I was glad to see go nowhere.
No, the black lady with purple hair in this show is a worse actress for sure.
It's red.
It's reddish purple. They also weird. They just threw their breathing gear away as soon as they toss it on the beach.
Yeah,
Like, how are they getting off the island?
Evidence. Yeah, just leave the evidence.
Freckle Jesus is amazing. She's gonna be the mastermind of Secret Wars. Yeah, we need to bring her back, Bucky style for sure. RoboCop was a Jesus metaphor. He died, got resurrected, and walked on water.
At this point, I'm willing to accept that over watching Alien Earth.
They would just say die all the time. Just speaking of burritos, Taco Bell. Yeah, shut up. I've been so strict on my diet that and this last week was torture. I kept getting ads for food all week, and I was like, okay, that looks delicious. I'm okay. And what finally got me is I got a bunch of ads for Taco Bell, and I was like, oh. I got the cravings. I know.
Of course, that's
I know.
what would make you give
it's
in.
the worst food of, but like it like triggered something in me, and I was like, I want that garbage in my mouth so bad. Okay.
I love Taco Bell, but yeah, I get it.
No, like, yeah, I'm not ashamed to say that I love Taco Bell. I also know that it's garbage. So,
Sure.
at least Alien Resurrection had corny lines. Yeah. It was fun. It was dumb. I will not watch Alien Earth. We have Alien. Yeah, okay. Well, it could have been good. Could have been good. Yeah, I don't care. What's it? Oh, the plot device in Naked Gun. Yeah, that was funny. That was a good joke. Okay.
I hate that movie. I hate that is not only funnier than all of their attempts at comedy in this series, which fall so flat, but my goodness, it's actually smarter than Alien Earth.
It is. And it's not a smart movie. It's a stupid movie, but it's funny. And it's smarter than this movie. This episode... Okay. The opening... This episode starts off having cut from last week, and apparently the kid has dragged a lifeless corpse from inside the airways
Oh, the ventilation system
to his
in the-
bedroom.
Yeah.
How on earth did that happen? And again, we ask, where is the security of this place? How did he drag this body all the way back to his bedroom without getting noticed by a single person?
That's why I said
That's
I
a
think the
mystery
budget
so
did
good, not
everything
even the
else.
writers know the answer.
Sorry, what? Yeah, what'd you say, Albeleo?
That's why do you think I brought up like the stupid music at the end of each episode and then how good the series does look? Because my goodness, there's no way, like there's no cast. I wouldn't be surprised if the people who are the security guards for Wayland Utah or for Prodigy are also the forces that are working for
sure
Wayland Utani at this point.
It's crazy that this costs so much money.
There's no alarms, there's no triggers, there's nothing going on, and it's not until long after the kid has already managed to drag the doctor back into his room and hide him under his bed that now the security forces are like, quick, let's go in. And of course, because they get to be competent for more than 30 seconds, they capture the flies, put them all in their cage, drag out the dead kid, and that whole situation got so quickly resolved. And it's like, wow, if only there were more guards in this facility with extraterrestrial life that is known to be lethal.
I think I'd rather play Dustborn because I could laugh at that at that crap. But this show is so dumb; it's not even funny.
I like Fallout more than I like this show. Like it's brutal.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, agreed.
At least with Fallout, there was like good acting and there were some decent attempts at certain things. My goodness, is it rough?
Yep. I enjoyed most of Fallout, I would say, but we've already talked about that.
Didn't. I have problems with Fallout. You guys were way more positive on that show than I was.
I shit all over Fallout. Fallout sucks.
Yeah, the whole
hard agree.
Yeah, the whole plan was dumb.
Yeah, it's just brutal because so on top of this, then the friend comes in, the black guy comes in, and he's like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, they're gonna kill my brother or my mother, sorry." And he's like, "Okay, I'll help." And it's like, what? And then they step outside, and all the guards run past, and then Timothy Oliphant walks in. And he's like, "What are you doing? Take the elevator over there." And at that, at that point, I just about facepalmed my keyboard so hard you could type on my forehead.
Well, because they're trying to make you think, oh, he's working for the other guys, I guess. But why? Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
I still don't understand the rationale behind this. Like, why?
I think the show is trying to say he'd let them go so that he could lure the other team out and capture them. But it's a horrible plan. I think that's what it was trying to portray.
Why even, like, because they catch the Utani forces, because the Utani forces walk through the front door.
Yeah, why were they were surprised that was so stupid. They walked into the front door and then got surprised that they were caught.
I
was
don't
like,
understand.
And they're like, "Wow, this was an ambush." You triggered the silent alarm when you walked in the front door. I would understand if you were surprised that you got ambushed out when you show up on the beach. Wow, they didn't know. They knew we were coming. But you knock on the front door and then people show up and you're surprised? That was insane to me. I forgot that happened.
Yeah. And they've got the guy, the Morrow's got the gun to the kid's head, and then he just gives up. He's like, "Yeah, It's like, why? Like, you have the leverage. Put the gun to the head.
Put the gun to my head. Holy
Pull the
cow.
trigger, please. It's like that. It's like that. It's like that moment in Bug's Life. It's like, here, I can't go back to the nest, or I can't go back to the hive. Just squish me, get it over with. Like, this would be really good.
That's a great. I guess the only other thing that happened is I hate that they keep calling him Boy Genius, like out of scenes. They're like, oh, but Boy Genius says this. And you're like, that's not how people talk. The dialogue is written by babies. Like, no one even a child wouldn't say Boy Genius. They'd say like our creator or something. Something like that. Like, it was
Give
so
him
painful.
a little more reason for the ego.
Yeah, the only other thing that happened this episode was he made a choice that's real bad because he's going to put the eyeball on a human now because he's a bad guy. So that he can talk to the eyeball because apparently he's got a hard-on for the eyeball alien.
I don't have any context for that sentence.
It doesn't make more sense with context.
The boy, the I don't even remember his name. Retard. Retard wants to talk with an alien.
Yeah, I like
smarter
your
than him.
made up version of the ending, but it would be better than this.
Yeah, sadly, that's actually far better than whatever the hell this episode turned out to be.
See, what it needs to do is, because those eyeballs can't wink, so he needs to like pop the tentacles, some of the tentacles out, and then form eyelids with the tentacle, and then wink at the camera.
Can you imagine if that's the actual conversation they have? It's just like, help me, I take over all of these bodies because I cannot moisturize. And then he comes to Earth and it's just like, you have red eyes, get moisturize. and that just does intergalactic eyeball piece.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way to be sure. Absolutely.
The phrase, the soft bigotry of low expectations. You know what that means? It's a
at this point, I don't even know like where my standards are anymore. Like the what we once considered to be the low bar is so far high above me. I can't visibly see it.
Okay, well, to explain the term soft bigotry of low expectations, it's basically the encapsulation of what the left does, right?
I know what it is.
Expect, they have low expectations of people, and it makes them the actual bigots. Like when they say things like, who is going to pick our crops if we deport all of the illegals? You're like, what? And when they say things like, oh, black people don't have access to the internet, we couldn't possibly require voter ID.
Or if you raise the
right?
standards, black people won't get into school.
They say horrifically racist things under the guise of, oh no, we're being nice to these people. But actually, in actuality, we think they're big stupid dum-dum heads. So the left is incredibly racist. That's a fancy term, the soft bigotry of low expectations.
Did you see
I
that
think
video?
we need a new I think we need a new term though, because the soft stupidity in this show has made me bigoted towards Hollywood writers. Like this, if this show was a race, I would be racist towards it after watching it.
This show was a race.
It's so stupid.
I'm so racist now. I want to deport alien Earth.
Yes, that's what the show's about.
Wow,
it's about deportation. We never knew what the eyeball monster was. Only that it grabbed Luke Skywalker with tentacle and disappeared in the garbage and was crushed. Yeah. It could be Star Wars. I was somewhat pleased that they did look like they were setting Wendy up to kill her brother and live free with Zeno. But the context in that scene was so dumb. Yeah, no, look, they should have had the brother be the host in the last episode. They teased it. I was like, oh, are they actually going to do something interesting? And they didn't have the balls to do it.
Let's create a slur for aliens.
Let's create a slur for aliens like clankers. I mean, aliens is already right there. Well, so the sequel, the season 2 of the show is going to be called, Illegals Earth. So,
the Xenomorph Rights Act of 2122.
Prawns. Oh man, now I need to watch that movie. That's
Get out of here, you fucking prawner.
That's a good one.
That's what we should do. We should all watch District 9 as like a palate cleanser after getting over this horrible show. Man, I love District 9.
District 9 is good.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, me too. I gotta look at where we can find that.
At this point, honestly, I wish Neil Blomkamp got his chance to make Alien 5 because I probably would have enjoyed it a hell of a lot better than everything they've done recently.
What the heck is he working on now?
I don't know.
Neil Blomkamp. Let's see if IMDb knows, because I think I've seen all of his movies. He kind of got a little pretentious though.
Oh, yeah. Adrian said Starship Troopers, right?
Oh, is he? That would be
he's saying it in the chat there.
He's making Starship Troopers?
Yeah, we covered this a little bit ago on his
Holy crap. I'm down. I just got the book. I need to read Starship Troopers, and I need to read I want to read the Moon is Cruel Mistress, and another one of his that comes highly recommended. Man, Neil Blomkamp was great. If you could tell, I'm just looking for any excuse to not talk about Alien Earth. So he did a bunch of shorts and stuff, right? And then District 9 was his like directorial debut, which was just phenomenal. And like the budget of that movie was like peanuts, right?
Let me look.
Yeah, let's look up District 9 budget. Hold up. Because he did like all the $30 million.
$30 million.
Holy crap! District 9 looks better than any Marvel movie I've ever seen. This movie looks like it cost $500 million to make. And he did it with $30 million. And it was so
crazy.
good. Hollywood gave him a bunch of money. And the rest of his movies are worth watching. No, I don't think any of them are as good as District 9. I should rewatch Elysium.
To be fair, for as much as I hate the movie, Chappie is not entirely his fault.
Yeah.
There were well, actually no, maybe I'm wrong. He should have just got rid of those two that caused all the problems. The band members.
Yeah, that was weird stuff.
Yeah, that was.
I appreciate what he was going for with Chappie. Like, I think there's good parts of that movie. I need to rewatch Elysium because I didn't love it on the first go through, but I think if I rewatched it, I'd like it a lot more.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it looks phenomenal. The story's just a little weird.
Gotcha.
And then he did a whole bunch of shorts. So he did District 9, Elysium, Chappie. Those were all like 2 years apart, right? And then he didn't do anything until he did a whole bunch of shorts. Holy cow. Demonic? I haven't even heard of that one. Oh, no. I do remember seeing a trailer for Demonic, and I never watched that. I should watch that. And I guess he directed Gran Turismo. The race car movie. Yeah. I didn't know that. But please get back into sci-fi.
Gran Turismo.
Here's the thing. I remember not like super loving the story of Elysium, but it was still I was still chewing up the scenery because man, that movie looked amazing. And as bad as Chappie was, it still looked freaking amazing. So I don't regret having watched it, because it was an experience I'd never seen before. You
Dang, I need to watch those other movies. All I've seen is District 9.
know, you should watch Dr. Mordred. It's like Temu Doctor Strange, but fun. Yeah, that's a good idea. The only issue with District 9 is halfway through, they drop the pseudo document. Yeah. It kind of turns into like found footage. Yeah, they could have kept going with the documentary style. That makes me so happy. If that's true, man. Oh yeah. It's a sequel to District 9. It's the same. That'd be funny.
It just cuts over to it jumps over into that like
He didn't
advertisement where they're like, using boiling water against the prawns is super effective.
He didn't make Real Steel. That was not Neil Blomkamp. Real Steel, right?
Real Steel is not Blomkamp.
Yeah, Real Steel is Hugh Jackman, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. It's Sean Levy. That is not Neil Blomkamp. Neil Blomkamp. Tom Badam.
Neil Blomkamp.
Neil Badam. Okay. Oh. I don't remember ever talking about this because yeah, the book is way different from the movie. Yeah. The movie tried to because the book is like kind of based, and the movie tried to make fun of it and ended
We're
up.
talking about Real Steel?
No, Starship Troopers. The movie tried to lampoon the book and portray, the opposite, portray what the book portrays, but frame it as a bad thing. But
that's the funniest thing.
The problem
about that
is
movie.
they accidentally made a super awesome movie trying to be ironic, and so that's why everyone still loves it.
Yeah, who's the guy that did?
I need to watch it. I haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, Starship Troopers holds up so well. It's got some great miniatures.
There's a little bit of nudity in it, but the practical effects are cool, and even, the CGI's.
Dude, the arachnids
bad.
hold up still pretty well.
Right.
Overall,
the CGI is bad by today's standards, but only because it's like like it's really, really well done, but just like horribly aged. So like you watch it and you can still appreciate it. Like, oh, this still looks cool. Like the shading's terrible. Doesn't the lighting doesn't even look like it's in the same scene. But you forgive them because like the animation, you're just like these are cool.
There's 3 movies.
Yeah, no,
no, there's not.
No, there's not.
There's not.
There's not.
So is he doing a reboot then, or continuation?
I would prefer a reboot.
As far as Adrian and I discussed, we were pretty sure it was supposed to be a reboot.
Yeah.
I would prefer closer to the novel.
I'm down. I am down. I'd love to watch it.
Better.
Oh,
okay.
What was I asking? Watchmen. Who was the guy that did the Watchmen? I always get it confused. Was it Frank Miller?
The book?
The book, yes. The graphic novel.
I think it's the other one.
Okay. Well, so
it's not Frank Miller. It's the pessimist.
Alan Moore. Thank you,
Alan
Adrian.
Moore. Yeah. it's the worst Frank Miller.
Yeah. So Alan Moore basically did with Rorschach from Watchmen what the guy did who was directing Starship Troopers. Initially, the idea was to make Rorschach this like psychopathic caricature.
He's supposed to be the bad
conspiracy
guy.
theorist, and he was supposed to be the bad guy, but he actually ends up being like the most based dude out there. And he
got really upset. He got super upset that people liked that character. He's like, no, you weren't supposed to like him. He's like, but you made him awesome. Yeah. You just hate that. You just hate
similar thing with John Walker.
What he represents. It's like the
similar.
Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Are you watching Peacemaker still, Charles? I know everyone is speculating that the alternate universe is awesome because there are no black people in it.
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
what the switch is. That's what the reveal
It
is
has
going to
not
be.
been confirmed yet.
But it's
but-
so funny because it's a utopia. Because there are
well, no, not no. It's not.
and
It's
the
a
answer
utopia for
might
him.
be because they got rid of all the black people, and you're like, I get that what you're trying to do, but what you're actually doing is really racist. Like,
Well, okay, but the premise is it's not a utopia. Like in the second episode where he's there, a terrorist attacks and he has to
okay.
kill a bunch of people. So it's not. It's
Okay.
not. But it's
We're like
perfect for him.
30
His
comments.
family's all alive. He's dating the girl that he likes.
Sorry,
So it's a utopia for him.
I'm 20 minutes behind on the comments, so see, we're in the same boat. The colonial, yeah, Vietnam iconography, yeah, it's a cool, it's worth watching for sure. Bug Assault on the Outpost is fantastic. I can't remember what you're objecting to, what we said, because it was 20 minutes ago. Did they involve Smashing Pumpkins? Oh, so I thought you were talking about the band. I was like, there was no that was not in the soundtrack. What are you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like he's just singing "Disarm" the entire time they're fighting at the outpost, and the Mormon gets smashed with the arachnid.
Europa Report. I have heard of. Is that the horror one?
Europa Report.
No,
So
I'm thinking of a different movie.
Europa Report is this found footage movie where a bunch of astronauts travel to the moon Europa, and it's a what happened to them. So it's like the movie is from the position of or the perspective of NASA reviewing the found footage of the shuttle to figure out what to do with it. So you're watching what happens to everybody on it. It's been years since I watched it. I remember liking it. I don't know if it holds up. I don't know, but I do remember enjoying it myself.
I was thinking of Event Horizon, which I also have not seen. I know that one turns into like a horror spectacle.
Oh yeah, straight up. It's pretty. It's easily Paul W.S. Anderson's best movie.
I remember seeing
not complete.
Yeah, I remember seeing your trailers for Europa Report and wanting to watch it. I never did. Did you go Short Circuit? Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about anymore. You haven't seen. I've seen it.
I think he was talking about me because I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, we're gonna skip some of these. Yeah, Alan Moore. Okay, Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, and that was actually kind of good.
Yeah. Charles. The guy who did Starship Troopers. His name eludes me right now.
Tammy and the T. No, I am not watching Tammy and the T-Rex.
That movie's ridiculous. The Starship Troopers is like this military. Think Star Trek. It's a military.
So I know what it is. I
Okay.
I play Helldivers, and it takes a lot of inspiration.
It's Helldivers. Yeah, basically. Yeah,
I've just never seen it because I'm a sinner.
We had that same. The internet had that same conversation with Helldivers. They're like, oh, they're trying to stop liking Helldivers, guys. It's making fun of you. They're like, yeah, but it's awesome. I don't care.
It's hilarious.
I don't care.
I love all their.
Don't you
propaganda.
understand?
It's
They're
just
making
fantastic.
fun of you.
Yeah.
Paul.
They did a bad job. Sorry.
Yeah, it's Paul Verhoeven. Thank you, Beth.
Verhoeven. Yeah.
Yeah, because he tries to make satirical movies. Like Hollow Man was interesting.
And it's funny.
Oh.
Yeah, if you look at his best movies, it's where he accidentally made something awesome, but he was trying to be ironic about it. It's like RoboCop too.
RoboCop was supposed to be
is only good by mistake,
Mm-hmm.
like. What is his other big one? Now, okay.
There's Hollow Man,
yeah,
Starship Troopers.
I never
RoboCop.
watched Hollow Man. I saw.
There's a romantic comedy he did. Oh, balls! Why should I hate that I know this movie? It's got Ving Rhames and Robert Patrick in it.
Yeah, RoboCop. That
Yeah,
Total,
bath time. It's Showgirls.
he also did Total Recall. That was the other one. Showgirls. I have not seen Showgirls.
Showgirls is ridiculous. Suck my dick. Whip the little fella out.
Yeah, he was trying to. He tries to lampoon like everything everything he does, and just ends up making
We'll
cool
give
things.
you permission to have a sixth kid if you watch Tammy and the T-Rex.
What?
Okay, hold on. Tammy and the T. This looks
Black Hole. Yeah, I haven't seen
This
that
looks
one either.
amazing. We should watch it. Black Hole.
Yeah, I know they did some Interstellar stuff. Yeah.
They stole stuff from Event Horizon to use in Interstellar.
You guys said the same thing.
wormholes, yeah,
he
yeah.
messed up and accidentally made RoboCop awesome too. They're doing a Helldivers movie. Cool. It felt like Warhammer 40K. Oh, okay. That's a great comment. Sorry. Oh, what real estate within the solar system would be called? Not Earth. Not alien Earth. I don't know. I was trying to come up with a good joke. Didn't get it.
Man,
Oh,
you
we
guys
also
are gonna laugh so. If you guys watch Tammy and the T-Rex, the ending is gonna have you guys laughing so hard.
All right, where do we
All right.
watch it?
Is it? Do I have to pay for another?
It's on
I have-
Tubi for free,
streaming
and
service to
Pluto
watch this?
TV, and Fandango,
Oh, it's
and
got
Roku
it's
channel.
got okay.
and
Why didn't you
Plex.
start with it's got Denise Richards in it? Okay. I don't want to watch this.
It's
All right.
it's so bad. The
That's
ending.
why we don't.
I don't know. Like I don't know. Maybe, but for me, it was the ending was so funny.
All right, I'm putting Tammy and the T-Rex down for October 4th, and then
An evil scientist who plants
did we
the
get a
brain.
consensus? No, we didn't want to watch Event Horizon. It was too scary. We're not watching that one. I'm just kidding.
You don't puss out on. Don't puss out on.
Well,
that
the
one.
problem is we just recommended like 5 different movies, and I'm not gonna have time to watch all of them. But I'll watch Tammy and the T-Rex. Make everyone else watch that one.
And no, you
Rising.
don't watch. Don't you shouldn't watch Tammy and the T-Rex with your kids.
Yeah.
Is it a?
Europa
the rating?
Report.
I
PG-13.
don't remember.
PG-13.
Sure.
The soul
Okay.
weird high school student into a Toronto.
So, are we done with Earth? Was there anything else stupid to say about Alien Earth other than it's just absolutely retarded and makes no sense?
They did exactly what I thought they were gonna do. They turned the freaking xenomorph into a pet. She can command it because she can clickety clack and make guttural noises because she has a VHS in her ass somewhere, probably hidden under her terrible haircut, which somehow was turned into pigtails in between scenes. Everyone's just leaving evidence behind, like the floating face masks in the water, the doctor who dies for some reason just magically forgot everything before, during, and after.
And his body teleports away. Oh, did the face huggers die after they impregnate you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know where the hell the body went. I don't know why he disappeared like 20 feet in the direction of the guards.
And
that
why
were
the face
patrolling.
hugger fell from the sky?
Presumably from the tree.
Why
there was no noise?
I don't and it wasn't like they were they took their eyes off of him for very long. They ducked into the bushes, and it was like 15 seconds later that they turned around and he's disappeared.
And he's standing in the direction of the trail where the guards were.
Ridiculous.
You also don't lose your memory like that.
Yeah.
Like you when the facehuggers get you, they they suffocate you. Like
Yeah.
so they help, like their tail wrapping around you helps to drop the oxygen so that you pass out and makes you weaker. The sacs that they have on their body, that pumping,
Yeah.
is creating an artificial breathing apparatus for you to survive.
Yeah. Oh, one other thing that bugged me is they always do the thing where the tail contracts on the neck.
Constricts, yeah.
Constricts. Thank you. Yeah, it's a little bit different from a contraction.
Just a bit.
Got me on a technicality. And it constricts, and it was like the same thing with the running away from the bad guy. They showed that when he was like feeding him with the little water squirter thing.
Yeah.
They showed the tail constricting like 6 times, but like he would be dead. Like they had to keep cutting away so that they could show it getting tighter again. And you're like, at some point you have to show it unstricting. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was weird.
Yeah, and the fact that these superhuman hybrids like can't overpower these aliens drives me nuts, because like Ripley was able to hold one of these things off from getting her in Aliens,
Yeah.
but somehow this robot that can jump off of cliff sides and all of this other crap, like he can't just like lift it. It's, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like everything about it is so stupid.
Oh, and Wendy's just not a good person. She's trying to get the other lady to leave with her, right?
Yeah.
And then she says, "No, this is my favorite place." She says, "Okay, you can stay. Oh, by the way, I'm going to kill everyone you love by releasing this death machine." Doesn't even warn her friend. Okay, you can stay, but like maybe lock yourself in your room for a bit. Like just say, didn't even try and warn her about what was going to happen. It was so stupid.
Yeah, it's really dumb, and I hate that they're still doing this. Like she can just touch a computer screen and it warps the image, but that means that she can hack into completely unrelated security systems in
Right.
the alien containment facility, and then just unlocks the door, opens it up, and again
Right.
the alien kills everybody in literal seconds. And in some cases, even when the guns are already firing at it, they just miss.
And the TV show continues to, like, the plot in this TV show would not exist if people just told the truth, by the way.
Yes.
The same thing last time with oh, hey, I'm gonna erase your sister's memory and not tell you why I did it. For some reason, when you get mad at me and start, breaking things, I'm not going to tell you, oh no, she was mentally unstable and she threatened to kill me. I'm not going to, for some reason, I don't want you to know that information, because that would get you on my side. And it's like, I don't know why people are not saying all of the information that they have. Why are people not sharing information in situations where that would be the first thing that you should do? Stupid show. Okay.
Yep.
We got some news.
It's terrible. I hate it.
I know you guys will be really excited to hear, but Avengers Doomsday has officially wrapped filming.
Oh.
Wait, really?
Remember 2 weeks ago when they just barely hired a new writer?
How did they?
Oh, that's because they don't film anything. It's all CGI.
Oh, so there's going to be 100 reshoots, is what you're saying? Okay, so they have not wrapped filming. Gotcha. Cool. See ya, Jacob.
Good night, Jacob.
In theaters December? Holy cow. We're going to have to wait forever.
Yeah, 18 months of post-production.
Holy cow.
Ridiculous. Yeah, they some cast members made some tweets, or probably not a tweet, probably an Instagram. They literally just hired someone to finish the script like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
They're not done filming. Has everyone heard the good news? Oh, we'll get to Jimmy Kimmel, baby. Okay. I think that's what you're referring to. We got some nerd news first. Okay. Netflix's most expensive series resurfaces, but its sequel will require patience. I think it was last week where I was like, hey, I don't know if season 2 is happening of the 3 body problem. Remember I brought that up like two or 3 weeks ago? Yes, season 2 is happening. And this is a show that aired like 2 years ago, maybe no, it's been like a year. They're going to start filming.
No.
They just barely started filming season 2. This is so completely unsustainable. The show's garbage anyway. I don't care, but it's
I thought it was a good show.
No,
I hadn't seen
It's
it.
terrible. The book's fantastic. The show is very DEI. They replaced the main character with 5 women.
Ugh.
And they're all retarded. Like more retarded than Alien Earth. They make horrible choices. Apparently they just started filming. But they're filming seasons 2 and 3 consecutively. Hold on, I gotta look it up. When did 3... It feels like it was 2 years ago. It's probably just 1 year ago. When did it air? Yeah, it aired in 2024. You can't do that. But they already had a deal to do the whole series. So I don't understand why it hasn't already been filmed. I do not understand Hollywood, why they make such horrible, stupid choices like this. Hey, let's have a 3-year gap between seasons 1 and 2. That'll be fantastic. People will definitely remember the show that was horrible.
I don't know. Maybe they had conflicts with the actors,
especially if your season if your season sucks. Like, it's gonna be even worse. You know, if it was mediocre, but then season 2 comes out a year later, people might remember it. But if it sucked as bad as it did, and then wait 3 years, no one's coming back.
So wait, when you say that they replaced the main character with 5 women, like 5 different women?
Yes, they replaced the main character with 5 different characters. One of them was a guy, but he was like very feminine, so I count him as a woman.
Interesting. I don't know. I mean, they basically did that in iRobot. I thought it was a good movie. It has nothing to do with the books.
Nope.
It was a good movie.
It's a bad show. It's frustratingly bad.
Well, I've been thinking about watching it for a while.
I really like the book's fantastic though. No, like 5 original characters. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. We'll get to Jimmy Kimmel. Don't you worry. Okay, Transformers versus Justice League movie. I've not heard about this.
I would assume it's going to be animated.
They're trying to buy Paramount. I don't know.
Yeah. We were discussing this over on Adrian's stream.
I don't have any of the details though, so I wouldn't know what to say. But okay. Sucker Punch. You remember one of the devs celebrated Charlie Kirk's death?
Mm-hmm.
So they fired that person, but didn't like make a statement saying, "Hey, it was bad." Until this week, they did an interview. They finally did an interview, and this was the CEO's response.
Oh,
that employee is no longer an employee here. I think we're aligned as a studio that celebrating or making light of someone's murder is a deal breaker for us.
I think
we condemn that, kind of, in no uncertain terms. That's sort of our studio, and that's kind of where we are.
You're totally
Wow.
misreading the punctuation there.
This is
the
a direct quote.
No, I know. I'm
yeah.
saying, looking at the punctuation, that is absolutely not the way I would have read that. I mean, you may still feel that that's the tone that they actually feel about it, but that's absolutely not how they...
I'm exaggerating,
Yeah.
but still, this is not the statement you make. That sort of, kind of, we kind of condemn it, I guess, if we have to.
It's more of a...
If
kind
no
of in
one's
no uncertain terms do we condemn that. So, because again, there's no comma after the kind of.
But
I'm just
no,
coming and
you should be able to condemn murder without uncertain terms. You should be. You should certainly.
Yeah,
you
no
should certainly.
terms is absolutely the point. That's what
This is absolutely milquetoast, trying to hedge their bets, trying not to offend people who were offended that people were getting fired.
See, and like again, I would take the tone out of like
terrible.
For your tone, I just literally just showed up.
Yeah.
They did said it's kind of a deal breaker for us, but they didn't say it's a deal breaker for us, and we condemn that. Kind of in no uncertain terms is the way I read how they structured the text of that. Even if maybe their behavior might tell us
read the
otherwise.
next sentence then. Do it.
That's
in
sort
your
of our
positive
studio,
spin.
and that's kind of where we are.
That's a bad apology, man. That's still a bad apology.
Kind of an odd thing to add
That's
on there.
kind of where we are, I guess. I guess if
sort
we
of our-
have to say sorry, that's kind of what we got to do.
Who takes pride in thinking that they're sort of that kind of studio that has a problem with celebrating murder?
Yeah, we sort of have a problem with murder, kind
Yeah,
of, I guess.
That's the kind of people we are who sort of maybe have an issue with murder or celebrating murder.
Yeah, absolutely. This is not cancel culture. This is accountability culture.
Well, I was going to say,
Absolutely.
I think that this is the other side of that in a way where people went a little too far with it on the other side to the cancel culture aspect of it. This is the same thing coming back to them, but so far in an appropriate manner.
There is a really, really big difference between Gina Carano saying, "Hey guys, we should be nice to each other because that's how Nazi Germany started when people stopped being nice to each other." And she gets fired for that. Versus, haha, I'm really glad that Charlie Kirk got murdered. There's kind of a big difference between those two things.
Yep.
Flip it.
Yep. I agree.
Remember, if it wasn't for double standards, the left wouldn't have any standards at all.
Isn't that just like, you got to make a stronger statement than that? It's
so milquetoast.
Oh,
It's
so fun.
terrible.
Okay. Big news, guys. It's really important that you watch Peacemaker Season 2 if you want to see Superman 2.
Oh my goodness.
That is an interesting.
It's really, really important. You need to watch the orgy scenes, the 10-minute orgy scenes that spawns multiple episodes if you want your kids to be able to understand what happens in Superman 2.
I can't think of a single thing that could possibly be relevant.
Truth sworn.
So far,
Don't you want to watch Superman 2?
I can't think of a single thing. Like, there might be one or two characters or several characters. I know that, like, the guy, I don't even know what position, the Secretary of Defense or whatever.
Well, I think they were in lots of different
the
positions.
leader
It's
of-
an origin. Got him.
That was good. That was good.
That was very good.
I'm really proud of that one.
He didn't even see all the positions because he didn't watch.
The Secretary of Defense or whatever, he's in the first Superman and he's in this season.
You're talking about Rick Flag Sr.
Yeah.
He's now the director of Argus. I don't know.
Okay.
And he actually, apparently, looking at the timeline, was director of Argus during the time of Superman.
Okay.
You can already watch Superman for free on HBO if you have a subscription.
Yeah, just came out this week. I think just this weekend.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But no, I can't think of a single thing that would be relevant unless the ending of this season is, I don't know, universe destroying.
That's part of my assumption is that there's going to be themes that go across, because that's the thing is, like, it's really weird that he's making this statement, because you would think that he recognizes the reason he didn't make Superman actually rated R was so that because he realized that people are going to go watch Superman, but not everybody's going to watch the rated R stuff. So to make it overly connected seems like a very bad idea, and the kind of idea that it seems like he does get because he didn't make Superman very rated R.
No, Alucard. The orgy happens in the first episode.
Yeah.
In the first episode, in his
Yes.
original reality, he just gets high,
DCU.
and I don't remember it correctly. I think they just spawn into existence.
Yes.
Basically. I mean,
No, so what they
it
did,
jumps to it really.
they reshot scenes from season 1 and replaced them in the previously on segment for the first episode where it recaps season 1, changing characters from the DCEU into James Gunn's DCU. They swapped out Superman and Aquaman with characters from James Gunn's Superman movie.
Mm-hmm.
So at the very end, Peacemaker just walks past the Justice League, and in the reboot, or in the second season, they show it again, but it's the
Justice Gang.
It's the new.
instead.
It's the yeah.
And he was making in season 1. He made a bunch of jokes about Aquaman has sex with fish,
Yeah.
and he changed it in the previously on segment to he makes jokes about Green Lantern having a piss fetish.
No, puke fetish.
Puke fetish. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
His joke makes no
And it's
sense.
really, really important that you know that Green Lantern has a puke kink if you want to understand the direction that Superman 2 is going to take.
It's going to be relevant to the plot.
My real guess is that it's going to actually be more of season 2 will set up things that I would guess and hope that really what they're going to do is in Superman 2 you're going to get what's going on without having watched Peacemaker season 2, but you will have some things set up in Peacemaker season 2 that you can take from. But yeah, it's
It's going to be very connected.
Suicide Squad is also
almost as
canon
connected
now.
as a giant orgy.
Suicide Squad is also connected now.
yeah, because they had some flashbacks to Rick Flag
Flag
Jr.'s
death.
death. And his
I thought the
Landon.
second Suicide Squad was okay. It was.
They're making a Splinter Cell animated movie, and according to the creators, Splinter Cell Death Watch, that's what it's called, will rip the spine out of the source material, but keep the brain and heart.
Yeah, people brought that up on my stream, and I rolled my eyes so far back into my head I was watching childhood memories.
Why is this your statement?
It's a weird one.
Why is this what you choose to say? It's gonna definitely be about Splinter Cell and not these two ladies.
Of course.
How much you want to bet the redhead is a lesbian?
Shaved hair.
I
There
was
it
gonna
is.
say
You got the side buzz cut, dreadlocks, and you literally have the savant lady.
Yeah, honestly, the character choices they often make for the black character there in the middle aren't always my favorite. But I honestly think it's a cool look. If they, there's places.
I think it's
where
okay.
look.
It just screams DEI. We're trying to be progressive. Like
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
nothing wrong with it in principle, but it's a warning sign because they've done this so many times, and it just turns out to be a feminist Black Power.
I mean, the motto of the New World Order is "You'll own nothing and you'll be happy," but the motto of James Gunn is "You will watch the orgy scenes and you will be happy."
For a lot of people, that actually might be true, though.
Yeah,
No.
Sam Fisher is old and washed up, so cool.
And they're going to destroy Duke Nukem as well.
Oh, speaking of Peacemaker, I never told you guys about the dumb eagle hunter guy. Oh, I did. I told you a little bit about him. Are you watching the show, Jared?
I am. Yep.
You are. I'm so sorry for you.
Yeah. I don't have as visceral of a dislike for the things that I disagree with in it as Alan would, but yeah.
I don't know. It's it feels like it feels like a big nothing show with nothing happening, but a bunch of things that happen that have not they're not connected.
I can't disagree with you on that. There are bits that I can enjoy sometimes, and it's not the orgy, surprisingly enough, as many bits as there are in the orgy. I just knew that was going to come if I didn't say anything about it, so I had to at least address it. But there are bits that I can enjoy in it. But I agree with you about it being kind of a nothing burger show with a lot of things happening. But yeah, it's
It's like they are continuously trying to seek a cool moment without setup and without payoff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that there are some
Maybe.
like interesting threads that they even weave in there, but they're just like it's an interesting thread that they like just brush over instead of really going into it. But the thread itself is deeper, and I feel like the thread is there, like there's deepness there, but they rush through it kind of.
I like the overall arcing story. I think it's an interesting. It's kind of a cool story.
Yeah.
I just don't like the package it comes in.
Yeah, that's
There's just a lot.
speaking of packages. Yeah,
Yeah, I was not trying to.
There's no way to get away from it. So
Yeah, for sure. I am grateful that these latest 2 episodes.
I've been trying to move past the orgy for a long time. You guys want to keep talking about it? I've
You
been
know,
trying to get. There are ways to get away from it.
something.
We could just move on.
I think you're the one that brought it back before I did.
Yeah, but no, the I think the eagle guy is kind of what.
Yeah,
I
that's a
don't know.
good example
Makes
of
no
your,
sense.
like there's that whole plot line is like so completely without point, and it's just for the bit of you have Michael Rooker in there and you get a little bit of a hey, here's there's something with Eagly, I guess. But yeah.
He's the eagle god. He's the god of eagles.
He is the prime eagle, yeah, the god of eagles, apparently. Which
It's
I suppose maybe that'll come back somehow, but I can't imagine it'll be important. Like it's a weird
Guys,
thing.
you're thinking way too much into this. It's just a dumb joke.
I agree.
just
but
James
it's
Gunn.
not even funny.
It's a
if it were
one-liner.
funny.
It's just a one-off joke. It's never going to be brought up again.
But that's the thing. It's not just a one-off joke because they've had like a full storyline in the last 2 episodes about it. But it is the point of like the be all and end all of it is the dumb joke that just happened once.
It's a one-line joke stretched out.
Yeah.
Jared's not even here. We can't. We talked about Foundation last time for a little teeny tiny bit. I wish Jared was here though, because I want to rub it in his face. You know when a pet pees on the carpet, you gotta rub its face in.
Always very
bad
effective.
bad kitty. Remember when we argued about tariffs? Turns out I win. The nonpartisan reviewers who initially said Trump's tariffs would cost the country $3 trillion have now had to update their statements and saying actually we made 300 billion.
So they say it would cost $3 trillion.
No,
Yeah,
it's-
it turns
they
out we made
gained
money.
300 billion.
Even CNBC had to say the same thing. They were trying to spin the narrative saying, hey, CEO Tim Cook of Apple, aren't the tariffs so bad? And he's like, no.
Man.
Nope. Oops. David jumped in and then dropped out. So
But David said
Oh,
he
that I
wasn't
was
coming.
here, and he's like, crap, get out of here.
we need F's in the chat.
We got to go.
We need F's in the chat for Jared because he tried to fight me on that, and he was wrong. Here's some fan art that someone made of the Wheel of Time. This is one of the Forsaken Asmodean.
I don't know if I've gotten there yet.
What's up, fellas?
You haven't because
Hey, David.
because
Hey.
Asmodean is a man,
You don't know.
and
You're
this
assuming this man's gender.
is
You're
no.
assuming
no.
the gender of this.
Hey, Charles, you can do that in the Wheel of Time books because the magic in those books is gender specific. Asmodean is a man.
And there goes David.
I'd love. Oh man.
No, Mark Clark.
So, what
This is Asmodean. This is
Asmodean.
This is the
Well-
new Asmodean and you will like it. I don't even know what the heck I'm looking at, but this is the quality of show fans we got from Wheel of Time. That's my weekly Wheel of Time rant. I'm sorry you had to see that too.
That's pretty awful. Is that just? I'm assuming that's just a fan fic casting picture, right?
Well, that's somebody's art. Yeah, their artistic depiction of.
Asinine. Yeah, I don't get it.
No, you do you, Fadion. You don't need to stay and listen to us talk about orgies if you've got. If
I was gonna say, it doesn't
if,
sound like
if
he's
you've got a chance, dip on out and dip on in. Okay.
Wait,
Oh boy.
what?
Well, I'm waiting for my pipes to cool off. I'm doing some soldering.
Martina's cooling off
figured I'd
David's
drop in
pipes.
There's a reason that we got the zoomed in.
The pipes are real hot.
Why did
You
you
want to check my awesome soldering job? Look at these
From behind.
beautiful solder joints. Like,
You're showing
what?
a plastic pipe.
I see them. Those are pretty good. Look good.
no, they're awful. Are you kidding
Oh
me?
yeah, I can't. I don't have any frame of reference.
I mean, they're
haven't done it
there.
yet.
They are
David.
soldered.
Those are pretty bad, David.
They're
Those
really,
are-
really bad.
that
This-
is-
This one right
really
here
bad.
is giving me so much. It's because this small
Yeah.
tubing right here. Oh my god, it's so hot. This is such a freaking corroded copper pipe.
So
It's been giving
replace
me
it.
hell.
You so put in a new
That's-
one.
It's all down in the basement. It would cost way too much money.
Oh,
So I'm retrofitting it, but the flux, the solder doesn't want to stick to these old pipes. So
Yeah.
Mm.
Because
Anyways.
you got to sand them down first.
I did. I
Okay.
sand them down. They're all clean, but they they don't want to soak up the solder. So anyways, I'm trying
David
now.
needs
Okay,
a
that
desperate
tells
plumbing
me
lesson.
when you do this,
Right?
I'm actually a plumber. When you're doing this kind of heat work, wait until the copper turns green. It only takes like 3 to 8 seconds, and then you touch it. You just touch it with the solder. If it's not, if the solder isn't going into the joint, you're burning off the flux.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
if the flux is premature,
No wonder you had to get it.
21 gigawatts.
if it only takes a few seconds, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Ooh, Charles now gets to have Charlie Kirk rubbing his belly.
Good old Charles.
yep, it's nice.
Or
How
did you
far
see that?
along are you, Charles?
What's that?
Oh, yeah.
How far
In the
along are
background.
you?
It's like, man,
How far
we
along
used to
am I?
Yeah.
In what?
Just always saying the pledge
He's
of
got his
allegiance.
hand on your stomach. That was the joke.
Oh,
You're
Oh,
pregnant.
oh,
He's
okay.
pregnant.
Oh,
He had his hand over heart instead of.
yeah.
I mean, it's just below the chest, but above the belly, kind of right in the sternum there. Yeah.
So
Mhm, mhm.
So, in the wake of the whole Charlie Kirk thing, everyone on the left tried pushing a statistic that came from, I think it came from the ADL, that 70% of political violence comes from the right.
Oh yeah.
From right-wing extremists.
Yeah.
And
saw that statistic.
5% comes from the left, and the other percent comes from domestic Islamic terrorists. This is and I had it pulled up. I had a bunch of stuff pulled up, people quoting it, and it's been deleted. Those tweets no longer exist because they got rocked. I had to find this one just now, but this is the CNN was shouting it. A bunch of news anchors were saying, "Oh, why do we have to tone down our rhetoric? Because all of the political violence happens by the right." Okay, really quickly. I want to explain to you how this statistic exists, and it's bullcrap. Okay, the only way that they can get this number is, first off, to get the right this high. Do you know what they do?
They include white supremacy groups.
In prison.
Hmm.
They include Aryan gang violence from prison, which happens all the time because gang violence in general in prison happens every second of every day. Do
Yeah.
they include violence from the black gangs as political violence?
course not.
No, they don't. So that's the only reason that this number is so high. And also, they don't include any of the actual left-wing violence, like every single thing that happened during the BLM riots. None of that counted.
Yep.
Because none of them were prosecuted. Stephen Crowder brought up the best example. I don't know if you remember this. This was literally a thing that happened. I mean, Andy No, great reporter, has been assaulted by Antifa all the time. They
He was taken to the
he was-
hospital. Split open his head.
they split his head open with a brick. And
No, it was concrete that was
concrete.
mixed into
It was a concrete milkshake. It was a concrete milkshake.
concrete shake.
Yes. They were trying to pretend, we're just throwing milkshakes at you. But it was filled with concrete. Split his head open, went to the hospital. But this is a thing that in Portland, where my wife is from, okay? So don't talk. And I've been there, and I've seen it. But I've seen the
Aaron
before and
Danielson,
after,
yeah.
okay? Yeah. There's literally video of this happening. Antifa is running through the streets, and the guy says, "Hey, we got one. We got a Trump supporter right here." They pull up and shoot him dead in the streets.
Yep.
This is not included in the ADL statistic as left-wing extreme violence.
Remember how last week I told Charles that it's systemic communism?
Yes.
Like
Marx-
that's
yeah.
actually it.
Yes.
That's the main problem.
Yes.
It's because all of the institutions have been taken over, and the reason they're pissed off about things is because they are losing control of it. By the way, they still have a death grip on stuff. It's beginning to loosen, and they're freaking out.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally saw this happen with Charlie Kirk's assassin. They're still trying to pretend that he was left-wing, or that he was right-wing.
Yeah, that's what Jimmy Kimmel got fired
Also,
over.
the other thing that they're leaving out of this pie chart is 9/11.
Yep, Islamic attacks are not recorded by the ADL, which is ironic because the ADL was actually started because a Jewish man raped a 14-year-old.
Yes.
And then it was originally made to defend Jews from hateful attacks and whatnot. That was the claim.
Yes, I forget that guy's name, but he's infamous. Yes.
Frank Lee or Lee
yes.
Frank?
Lee Frank, that's it. Also, some of these right-wing extremists are actually Islamic terrorists.
Of course.
So this is what it should look like. Tim Pool had this one. These are the actual numbers.
Wow.
The Tim Pool chart.
Yeah.
Yep. That's believable.
Right.
That's crazy.
Because you've seen it. They're literally trying to say, no, don't believe your lying eyes.
Yep.
We saw it.
And there's my AC going on.
We sat through years, the summer of love, they called it. I watched cities burn down. They murdered a police officer because they wanted to steal TVs.
Oh, yeah, the retired captain, Michael...
David Dorn
something.
was his name.
David Dorn, thank you.
Yeah.
That was not included in the statistic as extremist violence because they were just stealing TVs. That wasn't part of the Antifa.
You know,
Also,
TVs are necessary
Antifa
for
isn't even real. It's an idea, guys. Even though pallets of bricks were airdropped on Portland the night before the riots, who knows where that money came from? So, that's just a little follow up from last week.
I actually followed through on something that somebody said. There's this supposed reverend out in Alexandria, Virginia, and he was trying to make this claim that Charlie was this devout racist and everything.
Yeah,
and he said that he was pissed off about the selective rage around Charlie being murdered and not the Wisconsin congresswoman, I think, who was assassinated.
Yeah,
in June.
Haley. It starts with an H. I think it's like Haley something. Yes, they're bringing up that as the example. Guess what? The
Melissa
assassin,
Horton.
Melissa Horton. Yes. I knew there was an H. It was the last name. Sorry, Melissa Horton was the story has been for months she was assassinated by a right-wing extremist. Turns out, the truth came out recently, he confessed and said he was inspired by Tim Walz.
So there's a bit more info here. So Melissa,
I might have heard Tim Walsh, and I got confused.
Well, he's in this because it's actually technically, well, not technically, he's part of the problem. Melissa Horton is the sole who voted against giving health benefits to illegal criminals in the state of Minnesota.
So the Democrats killed her.
So the guy who shot her was hired on to work under the previous governor, so prior to Tim Walz, in 2019, after Walz got in, was reappointed for 4 more years to a 60-person committee. After she said no and was the only one to vote no because she put the people of Minnesota first, this guy went to her house pretending to be a cop, I believe, and murdered both her and her husband.
Yes.
The reason this story instantly disappeared is because this guy was hired onto the committee or reappointed onto the committee by Tim Walz, which now makes the third or fourth people murdered by somebody that Tim Walz has directly hired.
Yeah. They tried using that argument yesterday on Piers Morgan, the guy who he brought Steven Crowder on, and I can't remember the lefty who was debating him, tried bringing up that statistic. It was that example to count. Oh, you guys just barely assassinated one of us.
Yeah.
He got creamed. He got destroyed. And
there was another guy that they had on.
You gotta watch the interview because before it even started, Steven Crowder got up and he's like, before the interview starts, I want to tell you everything that my opponent is going to say. He's going to bring up this. He's going to bring up this, this, and this. And word for word, that's what he said. It was hilarious.
Where is this?
It was
Piers
Morgan show.
Morgan.
There was another guy I wanted to bring up. I've been watching a lot of Piers Morgan because he's gotten a lot of different people from both parts of the aisle just to debate and talk about Charlie Kirk, and some of the clips that have come out of that show in the past few days are great. Mm-hmm. But there was this one guy that brought up something about that I hadn't heard before, and I had to do research and look it up, and it's such a freaking blatant lie that pissed me off so much. He was talking about the that attacker that attacked the Nancy Pelosi's husband.
Yeah.
Broke into his house naked in his underwear or whatever and bludgeoned him with a hammer or something.
He said Nancy Pelosi's husband was in his underwear. Yeah. Cool story, bro.
Can't handle getting shut down like that.
I didn't even kick him out.
No, I don't know what happened there. Anyway, what he was saying is that
that we all celebrated it.
He celebrated it and said to call that man a patriot and celebrated him bludgeoning him with a hammer. So I went up and looked up the clip. What he said is he was complaining about all the people during the Summer of Love that were getting out of bail. They were getting their bail posted and getting out of jail immediately. And he says, "Oh, by the way, what happened to that guy that broke into the Pelosi's? He's posted. He doesn't have bail just because they attacked the Pelosi's." So what he said is, if some patriot in that area wants to go and post his bail, get him out of jail, and ask him questions and find out what the heck went on, they would be a hero for this midterm election. He was not calling that guy a patriot, and even after that, he said it was disgusting and it was wrong for him to do that. But if some patriot wants to bail him out of jail and ask him questions and find out what happened, because I guarantee you that's not someone coming from the right.
That's all the left is capable of doing is taking clips out of context, even to find people on both sides.
It was find people on both sides exactly again. And he specifically said that was wrong and disgusting of him to do.
The reason that story made so many waves is because it was so freaking weird. Because we were being told, "Hey, he was attacked by a Republican," and we're like, "But why were they both naked?"
It doesn't make any sense.
Like people were making fun of the situation because it was bizarre and we were trying to understand what happened and no one was telling the truth.
Yeah.
But no one, I didn't see a single person celebrating, hey, I'm glad Nancy Pelosi and her husband got attacked in their home, in their own home. That's horrifying. But it was a really weird attack, and so people were speculating that it was a lover.
Yep. Anyway, I gotta go check the pipes. They've cooled down, so hopefully
you sent me this
water
one
heater's
too, though.
fixed.
Was there anything special about it? Because I can't read it.
Oh, yeah. So you can't read it? That's weird.
No, I have to pay for it.
Oh, you're illiterate. Huh.
I was able to read the whole thing. That was weird. Basically, they're saying that they're putting a vote together in Congress or in the House to commemorate Charlie Kirk or something.
Half the Democrats voted against it. Yes.
Yeah, and they said the Democrats said that they felt like they were being unfairly targeted because that they felt if they vote against it, then they are endorsing the violence that happened. They're like, we don't endorse the violence that happened, but also we don't want to say that it was bad. So anyway, it just yeah. So the wording of their plumbing is a little bit dirty, Mark. Come on.
Damn. All right, get out of here, David.
I gotta go leave, and my wife's gonna help me lay my pipe. So bye.
I think I'd rather watch David try to plumb than watch Keith Olbermann.
Yeah, I don't want to play this one. I brought it up, but
I'm not familiar with Keith Olbermann.
He's gross.
Olbermann he's a lunatic. The dude does not live in reality. He thinks Trump has a piss fetish. He thinks that ICE are the Gestapo. Like he is nuts.
Yeah. I'll sum it up for you. Basically, now that they can't deny that the assassin was a lefty, they're trying. CNN did this too, and they're trying to romanticize him because he had a tranny boyfriend. They're trying to say, oh, he was Keith Olbermann here says he was protecting the person that he loved by assassinating Charlie Kirk. And CNN said like, oh, their texts between each other were very endearing. It showed a lot of love.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that.
So I don't want to play this one. It's gross.
It is. But this guy, is he a political or what is he? I just haven't never heard of him.
He pretends to have more than 2 brain cells.
But we gotta pat Albeleo on the back because he called it. He made the joke about South Park last week saying that they were going to kill Kenny. And we didn't get a South Park episode this week because it wasn't done.
Yeah, the joke was oh my god, they killed Cartman because they used Cartman in place of Charlie Kirk. Mm-hmm. And then after Charlie got killed, they decided not only to pull the episode out of respect, which I disagree with, but that's fine. At least the intent was fine. But then you have this, and he sends me in all caps, bro.
It's because every episode this season it's been like recurring stuff. Like the Donald Trump segments have been recurring. Donald Trump is having sex with Satan on the show, and it's a recurring segment. And then they brought in Charlie Kirk, so there was going to be more Donald Trump Charlie Kirk stuff, and they said, oopsies. I think you were absolutely correct. I think they were going to kill Charlie Kirk in the episode, and now they can't do that.
Yeah, or something at the very least, because that's the message I woke up to. I was like, well,
So Albeleo is a prophet. If you want to start your own church, go for it.
Yeah, I'll call it ice.
You cut out right when you made the joke. What was it?
Oh, I said, yeah, I'll start up my own religion and call it I Slam.
Okay. That's good. Yeah, Dahmer was sweet to all of his dates.
I bet they all were very sweet for him too.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, there's more. This is a good one.
I okay. I'm good.
Was this in response to? Oh, this should be later. This is in response to canceling.
This is all in response to Kimmel.
So Jimmy Kimmel canceling Jimmy Kimmel is the most brazen attack on free speech in American history, and the response is, no, I think assassinating a guy for talking is a bigger attack. Yeah. Sorry, that's jumping ahead. Ilhan Omar said that Charlie Kirk was a piece of shit in a church, and that we shouldn't be rewriting his history. So, yeah, definitely, it's definitely the right that needs to tone down the rhetoric.
Yeah, because I want to hear a Muslim try and tell me about rewriting history.
Isn't there something that came out that she married her brother? That might have been fake news.
Ilhan Omar
it's
is
old
from
news.
Somalia.
She
married her brother in order to get him into the United States faster than others. So she married him, which is illegal, and it's also illegal in Islam. She married him to skip the line, and then shortly after they got here, they divorced, and she ended up marrying someone else.
Who also had the same first name as her brother, but that's coincidental.
Yes.
Maybe she just liked it.
Yeah, so Barack Obama said, "Oh, this kind of stuff never happened. You know, we never persecuted political opponents when I was president."
Snowden isn't hiding in Russia right now for any other reason.
The IRS literally had to apologize for exclusively targeting conservative groups during Obama's presidency, and they were ordered to do so by POTUS. So,
yep. Anyone else remember when Acorn, that whole the whole voting machine thing went on, and then to cover that up, the IRS started attacking everybody and saying, "Hey, you owe us X amount," which was in excess of what they did. So the story immediately shifted, and Acorn got buried.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, this piece of crap.
I also remember before Barack Obama was president, like, racism was barely a thing in the United States. Like, we elected Barack Obama. Like, I remember growing up in the 90s and watching Bill Cosby show, watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and
sister
not caring sister friggin'
undercover brother, white chicks,
yeah,
like, former is
that's so Raven. Okay, no one cared about race. Like, race, we fixed racism. Yeah, sure, there were still a few bad eggs, but no one talked about it. And it was literally Barack Obama's presidency. Barack Obama's presidency, he fomented racism by telling people, no, trust me, you're still oppressed by the white man. If I had a son, he would be like Brown. What was it?
Trayvon
Martin. Sorry, Brown was another one that was bad. If I had a son, he would have been like Trayvon Martin, a guy who attacked cops. Yeah.
Wasn't even a cop. Zimmerman was just
a
civilian.
Just a guy.
And they claimed he was white when he's Mexican.
They claimed he hunted him down.
And then Michael Brown, the guy who actually beat the crap out of the cop. Oh, dude.
Hands up. That was Michael Brown was hands up, don't shoot. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. But on that, so you know the friend that started the hands up, don't shoot thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
The friend of
Charles,
of
David,
Brown.
do you guys know about what happened in Ferguson?
No, not really.
So he robbed if I believe correctly, Michael Brown robbed a convenience store at gunpoint.
Correct. No, not at gunpoint.
At knife
he
point.
strong-armed it. He strong-armed him.
So robbed a convenience store, ran away. The police chased him down, and pulled out their guns and said stop. And instead of stopping, he charged the police officer, tried to grab a gun, the holstered gun from a police officer, and got killed. And then a friend who wasn't even there on the scene.
Hold on. Let me correct some of this.
Okay.
Okay. So that's pretty much all correct. On video, Michael Brown was like 6'5", 6'8", like
huge
300 pounds. The kid was huge. He was in high school or whatever. strong arms the gas station on camera. The dude like one hand throws the Indian like
yes. There's
5
footage
feet
of the
into
robbery, but there wasn't footage of the.
He steals a box of cigarillos, and on their way down back to their place, a cop, I forget his name, Nicholas Holtz or something. He comes up on that. Wait, that was the actor. Never mind. It's Nicholas something. But they pull up on Michael Brown, and the guy yells out the window. Michael Brown attacks him in the car, beats the shit out of the cop. The cop's gun discharges because they fought for it. That's why there's gunpowder on Michael Brown's hand.
And this is corroborated by a ton of eyewitness accounts.
Exactly.
They knew that it wasn't a mystery what happened to Michael Brown.
Yeah.
So the only reason it exists is because people lied about it.
Yes.
Because it made a good story.
So the cop gets out of the car and keeps telling him on the ground, get down, please stop doing yada 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 yada. Michael Brown turns, charges him. The cop is forced to gun him down. The autopsy proves the hands up, don't shoot thing is a lie because the exit wounds are on the underside of the arm, not the top side of the arm.
Yeah.
Now, fast forward all these years later, after Ferguson burns and BLM is started and hijacked by the communists, yada yada yada. Just a little bit ago, if anybody else was paying attention to what Adrian just said, the friend who started the hands up, don't shoot lie.
Well, so explain the lie. Reason the Michael Brown, the reason everyone knows his name is because he said, "Oh, he was gunned down by the police. He was just taking a walk down the street, and the police showed up, and he said, 'I have my hands up, don't shoot,' and then they gunned him down in public."
Yes.
He wasn't even there.
Is a complete and utter lie. That same friend who in an interview, I think a month after the situation, admitted in an interview he fabricated it.
Yes. And the left within this day still use the line "hands up, don't shoot."
Yes. And just within
just like
this
they
past
still
month,
use both good people on both sides. Fine people.
Yes. Just within this past month, that friend was just shot and killed by a
Antifa?
black guy in Ferguson. Talk about irony.
Yeah.
Too bad he didn't have his hands up and tell them not to shoot.
Yeah, too bad.
Too bad he didn't have a police officer to help him.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's crazy that they don't want police to help them. Yeah.
I honestly did not believe that until obviously a different political environment. But when I went to Brazil, I met people who legitimately hated police, and it opened my eyes to this. Like, people legitimately hate police.
Yeah.
They preferred the local gangs because I don't know, they're insane. They claim that the local gangs policed better.
Yeah, Trayvon Martin and Zimmerman was the reason that story existed is because the news lied about it. They had the transcript of the phone call of George Zimmerman saying, "Hey, like this guy is like sneaking around our neighborhood, breaking into windows and stuff." And like and the police asked him like, "Oh, like what was his skin color? Like what did he look like?" He's like, "I think he looked black or something like that." And then the media like crops that out. Selectively edited the interview with the police, and they said, "Oh, George Zimmerman was hunting down a black guy who we just saw taking a stroll through his neighborhood." Ridiculous. They did, and they said, "Oh, I think there's a black guy. I better go get him," and then omit the part where the police asked him to say what the color of the guy's skin was. Ridiculous. Yeah. So also Severance is happening, and they know how it's going to end, but they're stretching it out, I guess. I think David sent this to me, or maybe it was Charles.
No, it wasn't me.
Yeah. So
they're
back
stretching it out as in to multiple seasons, or
they're dancing a little bit. They're playing some jazz. Okay.
I do feel like I thought they said that they had not just that they had the end in mind, but they also like were targeting only a certain number of seasons or something like that. But maybe I'm making that up. I don't know. I could be off on that.
Okay, but we've been bearing the lead for too long. The rest of these are all about Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel is pulled off the air indefinitely because we don't believe in free speech. No. Has anyone seen the clip of what he actually said?
I've seen it. It is
Saturday,
a blatant lie.
This was Saturday night?
Seems like an overreaction to me, honestly, but yeah.
Well, here's the thing. It wasn't an overreaction because when he said it, the shooter was still at large. They were still hunting down the shooter, and he gets on TV and says, "Hey guys," it was like Monday night before they caught him. "Hey guys, the shooter was MAGA."
He says the Republicans are trying desperately to pretend he's not
pretend
MAGA.
like the shooter isn't one of them.
Mhm.
MAGA is spent all weekend desperately trying to pretend that the shooter wasn't one of their own.
Mm-hmm.
And then makes fun of Donald Trump, who didn't hear the question that he was being asked because he was next to a helicopter, and gave a poor answer to a question about Charlie Kirk. But it's because he was answering a completely different question. He did not hear what was being said. He said, "Oh, the president doesn't even care about Charlie Kirk. He cares about a building that's being built." And you're like, or he didn't hear the freaking question, which is obvious.
Well,
can you hear my violin? No. Okay, so here's the thing. They're saying the government is forcing Jimmy Kimmel to be canceled. No, that's not what happened. There are rules with the FCC. Let me see if I can pull them up. You can't lie. He knew it was a lie. They knew he had a tranny boyfriend.
Well, okay. Did they know this information at the time? Because if this was at the time when the Q was still at large,
Monday night, he hadn't been caught yet, but they knew who he was.
They knew who he was. Okay, then yeah, 100%.
He got up on stage and lied. Okay.
I mean, it was a. That's the thing, is he's a comedy guy. It was a comedy bit. I mean.
Well, was it funny? No,
Kimmel's
it wasn't
not
funny.
The actual comedy quality of it does not actually come into play as to whether or not it should be protected in terms of whether it's fair to be trying to make a joke, whether or not it's funny. It's not
right. But he wasn't even joking at this point. Like, it's still, even if you're making jokes, you can't say blatantly false things. Here's the thing. I don't even think he should have been fired. Okay? And guess what? It wasn't the government that forced him to be fired. They sat in mediation with him. Not this one. This one. They said, you can keep your show, but you have to say sorry. Is this the right one? I had another tweet for this, but they literally sat down with him and said, "Hey, what you said was really stupid, but we won't fire you if you say sorry." And he refused to say sorry. This was a business decision. This wasn't the government forcing him to be canceled, but also there's an argument to be made that the FCC can make that choice. Because of the whole lying about the known identity of the shooter, trying, that's almost.
I do still feel like there's at least some room for known identity versus how much.
And I agree. I don't think it was enough to get him fired, but on the FCC rule, it's pretty borderline. It's not a good start. He should be slapped with a warning saying, "Hey, you can't say that kind of stuff."
Absolutely.
But it was Disney ABC that decided to fire. Who will pick our crops? Okay, this was a business decision.
This is great.
Okay,
this is great.
And the point of the story is, they were just looking for an excuse to fire him. Because
he was only getting 120 some odd thousand viewers in the primary demographic.
Right there.
129,000 viewers.
Tim's got it.
And this is halved from the beginning of this year.
Yeah,
no one's watching him anymore.
Notice too, the only reason all of these shows, Kimmel probably understandably so, but Colbert and
USAID,
a lot, exactly.
USAID.
As soon as AID went away, the funding was gone. Everybody is starting to dry up real fast. None of this crap has been organic. I mean, look at how bad. Look at how fast Cenk Uygur, Anna Kasparian, a bunch of these people who are all paid propagandists are switching back on everything because if Charlie died, that means we can get our actions have consequences, and the only people that are actually still making up any of the lies are the psychopathic propagandists like Harry Sisson.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been looking for an excuse to fire him for a long time, and this was their excuse. And it's a good business decision. You don't just keep tossing money out the toilet. And now you got a bunch of Transformers threatening to boycott Disney. Actually, shooting up ABC headquarters.
Yeah, the same day this happened, more people tried to say it was MAGA.
They tried to, and that ended really quick. About 2 seconds later, when they
was
found
it Jimmy Kimmel?
No, they shot
MAGA?
up. Probably he couldn't. He didn't have a show to say it on anymore. They found the identity of the shooter, and he's not MAGA. So that's old. But don't worry.
There's another issue with all of this too. I don't know if anyone else paid attention and noticed in the dialogue around everything that's currently going on, but they keep trying to separate MAGA, or rather, there's this weird narrative going around that MAGA is not Republican or conservative. There's an attempt to separate Trump supporters from the right. And it's coming primarily from the left.
I don't agree with the reason that they're arguing. But I also kind of agree because I hate Republicans. Like I'm a conservative, and none of the Republicans are actually conservative. And the MAGA movement is the first time where you're like, oh, we're actually going to conserve the Constitution.
Yeah.
Great,
for sure.
I don't think they're Republican either, but
I
think for different reasons,
conservative and not necessarily all that MAGA. So
yeah. Also, you guys are all saying MAGA. Isn't it MAGA?
I don't know.
Make America great
No,
again.
it's pronounced manga, Charles.
But no, absolutely. I think MAGA. It's a more effective. It is an effective Republican conservative party because the Republicans, they never get anything done. They don't do anything
done.
with. That's the thing is MAGA does. MAGA gets stuff done.
Well, what's his rust bucket? I can't remember his name. The oldest Republican congressman ever. He literally said, "My entire purpose is to serve as a speed bump for the left." And you're like, or stand up for what's right, maybe. Like so just get arrive at the evil destination slower. That's your goal as a politician. I forget his name because he's irrelevant and dumb. But okay, but people are standing up for Jimmy Kimmel. Okay, Lost creator Damon Lindelof says he will not work for Disney until Jimmy Kimmel is reinstated on his show. I will. It's crazy that he hasn't done anything good since Lost, and Lost wasn't that good. Also, yes, no. I won't work for you unless you agree to keep setting your money on fire. Man, great business decision.
Disney is getting a bunch of excuses for losing their worst creators.
Also, this is great. People are losing their jobs for criticizing, slaying free speech advocate Charlie Kirk, when just 2 years ago they were saying cancel culture is good for democracy. Screw you, hypocrites. This is the best tweet of all time. This is mirroring Stephen King's tweet. Jimmy Kimmel was tragically canceled. We still don't know what the motive, or maybe this was Barack Obama's tweet. It was either Stephen King or Barack Obama's tweet. We still don't know the motive. This was Barack Obama. We still don't know the motive of the people that canceled him. And it's possible there was no political motivation at all. Blaming the right for it is flat out irresponsible and raises the temperature.
I love Seamus. He's so funny.
A perfect tweet.
Goodness. Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't care. I don't care about this one. This one's pretty great too. You soulless conservatives cheering on what happened to Jimmy Kimmel haven't stopped to think about Jimmy's wife and children. Obvious comparison to Charlie Kirk, right? Now they have to spend more time with Jimmy. It's a good one.
Hold on, who was that?
For reference, here are all the
that was
people.
Michael Malice.
Here are all the people. And this is a short list. Okay, these are just the most famous ones. The left had no problem canceling. Roseanne Barr was canceled for making a joke that her producer was ape-like, and apparently that's racist because she was a little teeny bit black. Tucker Carlson got canceled for. I don't even know about this one. I thought he was. Is this? Oh, is this when he was fired?
He was Fox. He was fired from Fox. Jimmy
yeah,
Kimmel
but it's because he was
him.
talking. It wasn't because of a replacement theory. He was canceled because he was talking about January 6th and showing the actual videos. That's why he got fired. This is a little accurate. Okay, this is a little inaccurate. They're trying to say it's because he was racist and he believed in the Great Replacement theory. That's definitely not why Fox canceled him. Shane Gillis got canceled for. And everyone on SNL boycotted him coming back. Though I won't appear on this episode. And then it was actually the best episode they've ever done, because he made an Asian joke one time, 10 years ago. Gina Carano was fired for saying, "Hey, we should be nice to people." J.K. Rowling is like the most leftist person on earth, but she doesn't agree with them on one thing, and so they canceled her. Piers Morgan also got canceled. Dave Chappelle got canceled for making fun of the alphabet people. Megyn Kelly got fired by Barack Obama. Barack Obama called also Roseanne Barr. Barack Obama called the network and got Roseanne Barr canceled. That's coming up a little bit later. He called up Disney and forced them to cancel Roseanne. This is her tweeting it out too, by the way. He did the same thing for Megyn Kelly because she was defending Halloween costumes. Hulk Hogan got canceled. I don't even remember. It was a sex tape. Oh yes, because the left are now prudes, and I don't know who Chris Harrison is. Oh, The Bachelor? Oh, no. He liked an Antebellum music album. I thought everybody loved Antebellum. I don't listen to country, but it's a 1:15, and I'm a little drunk.
And I need you now. Yep.
Isn't that?
I think they changed their name to get away from Antebellum, though.
I don't care.
Yep.
Oh, it's not talking about the band? Oh, okay, I don't care. Anyway, The left is hypocrites. Also, we don't need to watch this. This is just a whole bunch of them calling for... They freaking canceled the sitting president of the United States.
They
removed him from Twitter.
They arrested the president.
They arrested the president of the United States.
In a kangaroo court, and somehow with 34 convictions. But no, okay. God forbid, one of the most unfunny... Dude, I would rather probably get my heart ripped out by some Aztec savages than watch Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah. That's
somehow they're defending him as hilarious.
But the best thing I can say in Jimmy Kimmel's defense is to play his own words. This isn't even the one. I thought this was a different clip. Anyway, this is what he had to say about people who didn't want to get a shot.
Hospitals get any more overcrowded, they're going to have to make some very tough choices about who gets an ICU bed. That choice doesn't seem so tough to me. Vaccinated person having a heart attack? Yes, come right on in. We'll take care of you. Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse goo? Rest in peace, Wheezy. That's
cool. If you're not willing to take an experimental vaccine, I think you should die. Yes, this is the person that we're... I had another tweet out. He made comments about Roseanne Barr getting canceled too, and he was laughing about it. He's like, "Hey," he literally said, "Look, for the First Amendment says you have the right to say what you want to say, but it doesn't mean that your employees have to employ you for saying stupid things." That's a direct quote from him, and that's exactly what happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel bad.
Exactly.
Also, this is a great thing because now that they're boycotting Disney, they're shooting up Disney. And
well, that's not the great thing. It's not great that we're shooting up.
No, this is a great response. That
I
remember when boycotting Disney made you a racist and a sexist. That was like 2 weeks ago, by the way.
Yeah.
So now everyone's boycotting Disney. Yeah. Let me see if I can find. Yeah. Anyway, that's all my Jimmy Kimmel. That's all the news. That's all the news. Oh, here it is.
Oh, there's something else to look up
Here's
too.
When she was fired, ABC, to their credit, didn't waste any time. They canceled her show today. I'm not a fan of censorship, but this wasn't about free speech. It was about consequences for saying something vile. You can say what you want, but networks don't have to pay you to say it. You can't just blame Ambien for that. Actions have consequences, and ABC made the right call. Yes, exactly. Cool.
Exactly. Preach.
But this is a blatant disrespect to the entire Constitution, guys, and the right does not believe in free speech. So, sorry, say what you were going to say.
There is news that I caught from I guess VTuber, because he uses a model. Hypnotic. He has a video talking about how YouTube, Twitch, Discord, and Reddit's CEOs are all going to be brought into Congress for a discussion.
Good.
Because Hassan obviously has way too many videos where he calls for the death of conservatives.
Just a few weeks ago, he said he made a direct call to violence and said, "Hey, your political enemies, you need to be spilling their guts on the floor. Their blood needs to be on your hands."
Yep.
And he tried arguing it was hyperbole.
No, that is not.
Yeah, I know.
It's not even like a metaphor.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Yeah.
And it was Destiny as well.
And
Destiny's nuts.
Facebook guy went on Joe Rogan a few months ago and talked about how the Barack Obama presidency and Biden presidency literally came into Facebook headquarters and said, "Hey, here's a list of people that you have to censor on Facebook."
Come on, Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
And they said, "Well, we don't have a choice. The government told us we had to censor conservatives." So anyway, no, Hassan's in trouble. Destiny's going to jail for pedophilia. It's crazy.
Yeah,
just this week, Destiny 2 said, I don't. What did he say? I can't remember the quote. He said, I don't care if people kill conservatives. Like, it makes me happy, or something like that. It was something stupid.
Destiny's nuts.
He's crazy.
He actively calls for. He actively was calling for Republicans need to fear going out. They need to fear for all of these different things. And he said on Piers Morgan with Jack Posobiec present, and I can't imagine the restraint that man has, because he should be should be listed as a saint in Catholicism for this one. Destiny said that if you wanted Charlie Kirk to live, Trump shouldn't have been president for the second term.
Yes, he said, It's your fault for you elected Donald Trump, so we get to kill Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
That's how insane. And it was all the day after when Trump got shot. He said, "I don't feel bad if you show up to a rally like that and you end up getting shot because the guy behind the line, the father protecting his daughters, was murdered." I think there were 2 deaths, weren't there? He's like, "Yeah, I don't feel bad for you if you go to a Trump rally and end up murdered because you shouldn't be there in the first place." So.
Yep.
Yeah, the YouTube keeps changing how the ads work too. It's all different, but anyway, Alien Earth sucks, and yeah.
Saw a couple good movies this week. Well, maybe good is a little too extreme, but yeah.
Oh, have we ever talked about Terminalist Dark Wolf?
Not tonight.
I haven't seen it.
No one's watching it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you mentioned it the first week. I realized that I hadn't kept up on. I didn't even watch the first season, which I thought I had, but I guess I was thinking of something else that Chris Pratt
was good. The last 2 episodes have been a little confusing plot-wise. Like, it's kind of hard to follow the plot. It's doing like a there's like 6 different parties involved in what's going on, and it's kind of hard to keep track of who's who. It's still a fun show. Man, like there was an action sequence in this episode that was phenomenal. It was really good. Loved the scene, and I'm not 100% sure what's going on in the show anymore. It's not like one too many twists. It's just like the plot is a little bit too convoluted, and they haven't done the best job of explaining that to the audience. Although I was also playing Hollow Knight while watching this last episode, but that's my fault. It's a cool show. Anyway, what movies did you watch?
Well, let's see. I saw Him. That was an interesting one.
This is the produced by Jordan Peele, but not directed by.
Not directed by. And it certainly has some of that idea of
racism is the bad guy.
It doesn't really lean into that one, actually.
Look, I liked Get Out. Okay,
it doesn't lean into that. I'll say that it's probably something that could be read through it, but it's more about football, and I don't know. It was a trippy one. It was weird, bloody, gory, dude trying to get into football and gets into some weird, like ends up finding himself in some weird cult sort of thing going on. That was kind of weird.
Dude, sorry, dude. The ads on YouTube are, especially YouTube Shorts, they're all pornographic. I keep getting ads for like some like webtoon website that's like exclusively hentai.
Web comics, you get those too?
It's
called Webtoon or something.
There's
like that.
literally an ad of it's a blonde chick milking a cow, but the guy is standing on the other side of the cow, and he goes, "Oh, you're not milking the cow. You're grabbing on my pee-pee."
I hate all of these porn.
Maybe they're just targeted ads.
Well, that's what I hate about it, because every time I see one, it takes me 15 minutes to get past it.
Look, I have accidentally clicked on those ads trying to block them. Okay? I accidentally read the first 6 issues of Oops, That's Not the Teat. Okay? They keep popping up.
I keep getting those horrible mobile ads that are ridiculous, and it's got like this very bad cartoon sexy lady, and the guy goes up. It's dumb, but I get a bunch of those.
A few, like last month, it was AI chatbot ads, and some of them were like, "Oh, uncensored," and some of them were like porn, like really, really bad. I'm like, why is this on YouTube? But apparently, it's a family friendly advertising.
Yeah,
so,
I've gotten that webtoon
video
a bunch, but had didn't pay enough attention to notice that it's got that kind of content on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is the same YouTube that that allowed was monetized for children. A gay couple doing a video called "Dick or Dildo." It was not ad restricted, but all of Steven Crowder's videos were ad restricted. So,
wow.
If you don't know, so that's a video where one of them lays down on a table, and then they like cover the backside of with a sheet, and the partner inserts either a dildo or a dick into his partner's buttocks, and he has to guess which one it is. Not ad restricted on YouTube. I think you can still find that. I haven't looked it up.
I do know for a long time on YouTube Kids they had a bunch of hentai videos.
So YouTube, don't let your kids watch YouTube. But the algorithm was like promoting. So what happened with that is, like you would get videos where like grown-up adults would put on like Spider-Man uniforms, costumes, and Elsa costumes, and just run around. And then the algorithm started promoting those so bad that it became like a cesspool, and they would do weirder and weirder things. Like it was like surgery stuff. They were like, "Oh, Spider-Man has to do surgery on Elsa," and they would like cut her open. And, like, pull out organs and stuff, and then I walked in, I left a video playing, came back a few hours later, and I was watching Spider-Man dry hump Elsa. I'm like, yeah, my kids are never touching YouTube. So Elsa Gate, yeah.
I don't
know.
Even some
Mark
of the
Clark,
kids...
so he doesn't know what hentai is. Yeah, right.
Good for you,
yeah,
Mark
right.
Clark.
You clicked on that cow ad too, didn't you?
You don't know? Hell, I'll introduce you.
Yeah, Albeleo, what are your hentai recommendations, please?
Well,
I can't recommend. Oops, that's not the teat enough. It's pretty good.
I really like I tripped and she fell.
Is that a real one?
There's another ad.
No, I have no fucking
with
idea, Charles.
It's the same. It's those same two characters and they're riding a horse. Oh, there's a stick poking into my back, and he goes, "That's not a stick." Yeah, I can't get rid of them. I've literally gone to block this ad.
That never works. Never
100 times.
Yeah, I keep doing that.
And I guess because I spend too long on the screen trying to block it, it thinks I like it.
And because you download the app and spend several hours, yeah. Even like
Yikes.
other kids' content that isn't necessarily explicit, just generic, like Cocomelon. I will never let my children watch Cocomelon because it is brain rot. I have a
new rule because I have two girls and they like watching TV, right? And I only do it when I need to like get chores done. Okay, when I need to go mow the lawn. Okay, this is your hour to watch TV. Okay, unsupervised, and I make sure it's not on YouTube where it's not going to autoplay to something else. Okay, I put in a freaking DVD, right?
Okay. Nice.
Because I don't trust.
Yep.
I'm not going to pull up like Disney Plus and have it autoplay onto the
Jimmy.
The Star Wars TV show where they have gay parents.
Or worse, Jimmy Kimmel.
I started watching that with Elliot. I'm like, oh, okay, nope, sorry. This looked like a fun Star Wars kids show. You can't watch that one.
Which one is that?
It's the one about the Padawans, Star Wars Padawans or something like that. It's the literal kid show, and it's about gay stuff.
Oh, like the Young Jedi.
Young Jedi, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny because the show has to end with all of them getting slaughtered. So it's a bizarre choice.
I think it's far enough in the past that it doesn't fit there, but yeah,
it's not. It's not.
It's supposed to be in the High Republic.
It's like 2 years. It's like 2 years before they all get killed. I don't know. I couldn't pay attention enough. But okay, the point of the story was
actually. I kind of like
the new rule in my house is I do not let my kids watch any kids TV shows that don't have a plot.
That don't have a plot.
If it's just a show that like Cocomelon, where the goal of the show is just to like keep their attention.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just about singing songs and like or just like it's like the content farm, like you're not allowed.
Yeah.
And it's hard because they're like, oh no, I really want to watch that show. I'm like, I'm sorry. If the show does not have a plot, if it's not telling a story, you're not allowed to watch it. Mm-hmm. There are some exceptions, like the Makery Bakery. That's a good one. They do crafts and stuff. And the one that I've capitulated to is like the Gabby's Playhouse, because it's like a half and half. It's got half a story, and then also it'll have like some songs and a craft or something.
Blue's Clues.
No, don't let your kids.
Okay,
watch
I mean
Blue's
old Blue's Clues.
No, well, I mean,
No?
sure, old stuff, sure, but no, Blue's Clues is they literally had a gay pride episode with a transvestite.
But old Blue's Clues was good.
You can't the Muppets. You can't watch the Muppets. They made Grover transition. Grover wears a dress now.
But regardless to Cocomelon and things like that, there are so many.
There's
so many
millions of them.
Shows.
It's just
that
content farm.
It's give the iPad to your kid so that he doesn't bother you.
So that you don't have to be a parent. Yeah.
Exactly.
Captain Kangaroo, what's that on?
Terrible.
That's an old one, I think. I think that's an 80s TV show.
Yeah, they really like Gabby's Playhouse. It's like a, and it's okay. And I've watched it.
There's a movie coming out for that I'm not going to go see. In spite of the fact
they saw the trailer in theaters when we went to go see Sketch. Yeah, you think I don't know there's a movie coming out, Bearded? You think I don't know there's a Gabby's Dollhouse movie coming out? I've only heard about it every second of every day since they saw the trailer when I took them to go see Sketch, okay? I know there's a movie coming out!
You're welcome for recommending that you take them to Sketch, by the way.
They loved it.
Yeah.
They were scared the whole time. She was grabbing my wife's arm the whole time, but she didn't look away, and she's like, that was cool. My 4-year-old.
Nice. I still need to watch Sketch.
Sketch was great.
It was
I don't have any kids to take to the theater.
Sorry, Jared. You watched some movies 30 minutes ago.
Wait! This video, this channel has something to do with movies sometimes. What TV shows? What?
Shows for kids.
So yeah, him weird trippy thing. It was fine. I mean, if that's the kind
what
of
movie? What movies? What movie?
Him was the first one.
Him.
The other one that I saw yesterday was Big Bold Beautiful Journey. There we go. Which was
beautiful journey.
Weird and trippy in a different way, but it actually had some really good messaging. I actually kind of liked it. It's a little bit of a romantic kind of, not exactly a comedy, but it's definitely a romantic, like a
heard of it,
romance-ish movie. I think it has a pretty good message. It's very odd in the way that it's set up. It's kind of like I went from creepy trippy to just okay, this is kind of trippy, and hey, it has a nice little message there. So I actually, lightly recommend that one. It was decent.
Interesting.
Was it as good as Friendship though?
It was trippy in different ways. Although
I can't believe you guys didn't like that ending. It was so good.
Apparently, it's got
that movie was so good.
Like Christmas Carol kind of stuff where they relive their past and are able to change their future.
Not necessarily change their future, but it's helping them kind of process it so that they then set themselves up for for being better people to then potentially get together, sort of thing. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. And I do actually like. There's a really good. I think it's a good message. I could see how people might not love it, but I still think it's a good message overall. What they end up with, what in particular Margot Robbie's character does, and they've got some really tender moments with them, with their own parents flashing back, and with their own kids kind of flashing, putting themselves in their parents' shoes. Sometimes it's got some really good stuff. Yeah,
I agree with that.
And then I watched 2 more today that were both very Christian movies, and the first one. I had a very naive. I knew going in it was a very naive hope. So to set the stage a little bit for what my hope was,
going to be a good Christian movie.
Well, so to set the stage a little bit for my expectations. You guys watched the Inspector Gadget movie with Matthew Broderick?
Yes, of course I watched.
Yeah, and did you ever happen to see the Inspector Gadget movie that came out with French Stewart?
No. I don't want to watch.
Don't bother. Yeah, I loved the Matthew Broderick Inspector Gadget. I did not like the French Stewart one, and more than just because of French Stewart or whatever. But the other example that I will give that's kind of along the lines of the French Stewart Inspector Gadget 2 was the Robin Williams Flubber. Did not like that. It just too over the top, weird and goofy in ways that just didn't work for me. So
I haven't seen that in a long time. But
I remember liking it as a kid. I haven't seen it.
The original's better anyway.
Yeah, the Absent-Minded Professor.
The Absent-Minded Professor.
Great,
fantastic.
Great movie. But so I saw this movie listed on the app for the theater that I go to called Connor, and I was like, I am going to naively hope that this might be kind of like along the lines of Inspector Gadget. It didn't get to the badness of like Inspector Gadget 2, but it wasn't great. It turns out it's actually like a spin-off of a TV show that was on like Tubi or maybe Roku.
Detective
Connor.
Connor.
I said Commer.
You would think because that's the pun for .com.
But Connor.
Yeah.
Wait, is it a movie? Oh, so okay, yeah. So there's a
Dot Connor Web Detective.
there's a TV
Web
series,
Detective.
and then you watch the movie.
I hadn't seen anything about the show beforehand. I was just like, oh, this looks like it could be an interesting, maybe a callback to the fun movies of the early 90s or whatever it was.
Maybe
it could be fun.
Did you think to yourself, maybe this is just what Alan's been asking for, and this is Agent Cody Banks 3?
You know, maybe not that far off. I don't know.
I would.
It is. I was also not prepared for how overtly Christian it is. So this person is supposed to be a internet sleuth that looks up mysteries about the Bible. So like it's very, very like intentionally it's Christian and everything else. Like so, you know, it's not a great movie. It's a dumb kids movie, but it's got some Christian values in there that are kind of nice and good. So it was okay. And then I went to see The Senior. Which
Sorry, hold on. This is I have never even heard of this one, and I've watched watched most of the classic Disney movies. So I will.
Yeah, I know I've heard of it. I haven't seen it for sure. The Ugliest Dachshund.
Yeah.
Put it on the.
I mean, I've watched like that darn cat is fantastic,
so good.
and the what is it? The golden duck? No, the gold. There's a goose that lays golden eggs. What's that one called? It's a duck. That one's good.
I mean, there's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but
no, it's the goose that laid the golden egg.
Okay.
That's not what it's called. Is it the goose that laid the golden egg? Is that the name of the movie? No. Oh, okay. $1 Million Duck.
Oh, okay. I misheard you.
There's also a movie called The Goose That Laid the Golden Egg. Apparently, I have not seen that one. I've seen $1 Million Duck is the Disney one. That one's great.
Ooh, Alucard, you finally watched the original Jumanji. That is such a good movie.
Ooh, that's
Sorry, you had one more movie though.
Yeah, and then the final one was The Senior with Michael Chiklis playing Mike Flint, who was a dude that got kicked out of his college for starting fights and didn't finish his senior year. I guess looking at the real story.
Oh yeah, no, this one looked good.
And so it's an Angel Studios movie, and so I was like, hey, I honestly don't care what it's about. It's an Angel Studios movie. I want to try to go support that. So I went and saw it. It was decent. It was. I mean, it's a lot of you take the story of he was a dude that got kicked out of college and wants to go back to finish his senior year and play on the football team as a 59-year-old dude on the college football team. And within that context, it's a lot of your classic sports cliches and everything, but it's fun and it's good and it has some good messages about second chances and learning.
Just because it's cliche doesn't mean it's gay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
So does he? Never mind. I was going to make a Fantastic Four joke. I can.
Right. I mean, he is kind of a little bit of a stoned off, closed off.
Does he get stoned with his other?
Does he whip out his thing in the locker room? That's the one you were looking for.
That's a good one.
That is definitely the one that Charlie was looking for, or Charles was.
Okay, hot take. I love the original Fantastic Four movies. Original,
the 2005,
with stuff I grew up with this guy. Yeah. I love them. I know that they're not like accurate to the source material, but I love them. I absolutely love them.
I don't know if I would go as far as to say I love them, but I enjoyed watching them and had fun with them, and look fondly on them. I don't have any problems with them because again, I don't have much
they're not perfect
material for it. So
definitely not perfect.
I really like the second one, and its only downside is the design of Galactus. I don't like that it's a gaseous cloud, but I actually really like the movie.
Big old fart cloud. Yep.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But like, so I had no idea what Galactus was before that movie, so I didn't have an issue with that. Fair. Is that just because you think it's a dumb idea?
She's
or because
not milking the cow. That's the point. Okay.
Well,
I'm sure somehow they missed that in the diatribe you had earlier.
So the senior was good. I remember seeing the trailer and that looked one looked.
I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, I thought it had some good messaging in there. Good story that is being told. I looked up a little bit of the real story afterwards. I'm still hoping to get a little bit more context of real life versus the movie kind of thing because those are always fun to learn about. But
Speaking of Angel Studios, though, I get to watch their new one, Truth and Treason, on Monday.
Oh yeah, that's another one. I saw the ad for that before the senior knows. I mean, I've seen a couple of ads for it before, but
I got invited to a special screening.
Nice.
So I'll let you know if the Nazis win or not. In that one.
Oh man,
I don't want any spoilers. Don't give me any spoilers.
Okay. Wait. Oh dear.
Albeleo.
That was what I watched. It was weird because I had the two kind of trippy weird movies, and then two Christian movies today that were pretty overtly Christian.
They give you like lightning crashes and you get like a silhouette in the cloud.
For what?
In this Rise of the Silver Surfer, something like that. Cool. Sorry, I didn't pull up. Sorry, you're right. Yeah, I highlighted the comment like on my screen instead of clicking on the button to pull it up. So I select,
I got you. Yeah, you didn't know it was up for us to know what you were talking. Yeah,
Sound of Freedom was interesting.
A little shot of that, but yeah, Sound of Freedom. They made that. They've been putting out a lot of stuff lately, and so I've been trying to make sure I get out to those where I can. So
yeah, I haven't even seen half of them, but Sound of Freedom was great.
I've missed a bunch of them too, but I try to get out there because again, I mean, all things considered, I just feel like it's good to be getting a little bit more of that. Bye, Charles. Getting a little bit more of that kind of representation out there, a little bit more people trying to do.
I'll have to rewatch that
good stuff. Yeah.
Sketch was fantastic. Highly recommend that one.
Yep.
The Last Rodeo looked okay. I didn't see that though.
I don't know if I saw that one either.
Homestead was the other one I wanted to see. Anyway,
that one.
Their budgets for their movies are getting bigger too.
Yeah.
But anyway, Albeleo, you still alive?
Yes.
Okay. You've just been quiet. Sorry, we've been talking. I think
okay.
I don't know.
I didn't have much to add.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Albeleo hates. Albeleo hates Christians, so he doesn't like their movies either.
I think a lot of Christian movies.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, I had the wiki. Sorry. I had the Angel Studios wiki pulled up. They're adapting Fablehaven.
Oh,
what?
That comes out next year.
Okay, I'll be the non-Mormon. What's Fablehaven?
It's no. It's a Brandon Mull. It's a very popular.
Brandon Mull's favorite book.
He is a Mormon,
Angel
but
Studios.
it's a very popular kid series.
Oh,
that's awesome.
My brain went to Fable, the video game series at first, but I have read the Fablehaven books.
So he's got Fablehaven and Dragon Watch. Those are his two like really big. Oh, Dragon Watch, I think it's a sequel to Fablehaven. But
yeah, it is.
My son read both series in like 2 weeks.
Wow,
he loved them. So
I read Fablehaven. I'd never gotten to Dragon Watch, but they're fantastic young adult books.
Kind of came out the same time as like Spiderwick Chronicles.
No, okay, actually, I don't know.
Yeah,
very comparable. Very comparable.
They were both popular around the same time.
Maybe
it was like everyone was trying to be the next Harry Potter, right? And some of them were pretty popular. Let's see, when is Spiderwick?
I can't attest to when they came out. Actually,
Spiderwick was 2003. Fablehaven was 2006.
Sort of like a
very close.
Percy Jackson, right?
Yeah, Percy Jackson, Spiderwick, Fablehaven, they were all very, very popular.
Dang. I loved I thought the Spiderwick movie was pretty good.
I guess they're making Fable. Yeah, the Spiderwick movie it was fine.
It was enjoyable.
I didn't read it either.
We should totally hold on. I'm gonna watch this for sure. For sure.
Yeah, we'll have to cover Fablehaven. Is it a movie or a TV show? Probably a movie. I think it looks like
film adaptation of Brandon Mull's Nerd Comes Back. Yeah, it's just film adaptation.
Cool.
Heck yeah.
I mean,
I saw an ad for they've got a new Christ story called Zero AD that's coming out later this year too.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. I watched the first season of Wayne this week.
Wayne.
I don't know. You asked me if I'd seen that, and I'd seen trailers for that TV show, and every trailer I watched for that just looked like it was like propaganda to get kids to join Antifa. It was just like, hey, rebel against your parents, and like be
actually,
cool.
actually, no, that's not at all. So
I haven't watched it. I saw a million trailers for that because it was made by YouTube.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's very
I saw a whole bunch of
interesting.
trailers for that like 5 years back when that was thing.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't interested.
I have some mixed feelings because I really enjoyed watching definitely the first part of the show. I don't know how I feel about the ending, but it was a lot of it was enjoyable. At first I thought it was just about this kid who just hates the world and wants to just mess things up, but it quickly becomes he wants to do the right thing. He's out there to protect people, but he protects people in very violent manners. So there's a bully. He goes over and takes a trombone and smashes the bully's teeth out with the trombone, and gets kicked out. So, like,
you can understand how when I saw the trailer, it felt like
yes,
okay,
yes, but it's very interesting because there's not really like a bad guy. There's a bunch of different. There's a bunch of misunderstood characters, and they're all bad. Like the parents, like the guy comes in, he asks to go on a road trip with the girl to get his car that his dad was supposed to leave him, but his mom ran off with the car, and he has to go to his mom's boyfriend now to get the car. And like the girl's father is chasing after him because he thinks that his son or that he kidnapped his daughter. Anyways, it's primarily a comedy, but a violent comedy.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. There were a couple of woke things for sure. There was two episodes with a gay young couple. There was one mention of white privilege, and there was one episode where the villain is a individual who is contracting illegal Mexicans and then dropping them off at Border Patrol before he pays them.
You mean a patriot? The villain is a patriot?
No, because he uses them, he exploits them, and then he drops them off.
So he doesn't have to pay them?
Yeah. I like that's scummy, but like that's not scummy because he's
Californian.
He's a bad guy, but not for the reason that the show is probably trying to tell you he's bad. Because they wanted to say, oh, he's bad because he's dropping him off at immigration. No, he's a bad guy because he's exploiting him first.
Is this part of the Joker universe?
Did you guys ever see that video of the guy who went to Home Depot to hire a bunch of illegals to go and work on his house? And because they didn't know, like they were new to the area, they didn't understand it. He was going to drop them off at an area where they could get public information. So he drove them to a police station and dropped off, and they all ran out of his truck.
I remember.
This might have been inspired by this, because man. But I mean, I think it was a good show. I thought it was fun. It was a fun, light romance between two weird individuals who don't know how to interact. It was an interesting message because he wants to do good, but he just does it in a very violent manner. At first, I thought it was going to be like, hey, he's learning how to be the good guy, but I don't think he ever really addresses his violent nature towards, I think he's just violent the whole time.
Yeah, sounds like Marxist propaganda. We live in a society. I don't know. Just one mention of white privilege is enough to turn me off. Like I wouldn't recommend put up with it for so long. Yeah. I'm just like, the second I hear that, like I don't need this. I'll find something better. Like Dan to Dan season finale. Did you watch it yet? Did you finish Dan to Dan season 2?
Dan to Dan. No, I have not seen Dan to Dan yet.
The finale for season 2 was phenomenal. What a great second season. Already season 3 confirmed.
Phenomenal finality.
Albeleo, who was I talking about it with? Was it you?
We were talking about it on stream.
I know, I can't remember if Albeleo has watched it or not. I was talking about it with someone. when you were talking
Were
about
you talking
anime.
about it with yourself in the
I
mirror?
had a whole Dan discussion. But...
Oh, it was you and I.
Yeah. Okay. Did you watch
brought it up.
Did you finish the finale?
Oh no, I haven't watched the last.
Oh,
two
it's
episodes.
so great. It's so good. I loved it. It's a kaiju battle. I mean, and you already know that because it.
Yeah, I know what it was leading into. I haven't watched the last two. My lady and I haven't, because she really wants to sit down and watch it together.
Right. It's hilarious.
Oh, I'm sure it is. It's Dan to Dan.
What a fun show. Great callbacks to the first episode too. I will say, okay, I'm curious if you think the same. Cause I haven't read the manga. I don't know the source material, right?
Yeah, neither have I.
And this could be accurate, or it could just be, an adaptation thing. It feels like they're like speed running the story just a little bit. I'm enjoying it, but like they've introduced like 4 new characters just this season. And there's still like a lot of the original characters from season 1 that were like introduced at the end of the season that like could use a lot more development. Like the other lady, the girl who's also in love with the main
Ira?
character. Yeah, is that her name?
The pink
Like
hair?
she had the one really, really good episode, and then like she's kind of been sidelined for 2 whole seasons after that.
Oh yeah, that's Ira.
Like, so I don't know if they're just trying to like get to the most interesting part of the story, or if the manga was also rushed. But it like, I mean, in the last 2 episodes they introduced 2 new characters. I guess the last 3 episodes. And we're like, I feel like we still haven't gotten to know. I feel like we still haven't gotten to know the old characters that well. Like we know the 2 main ones pretty well, but
as far as I am aware, the manga, the show is supposed to basically be the manga, because the guy who does the manga is also in charge of the anime, and he's doing everything he can to not only make the manga the anime accurate to the manga, but he's also trying his best to make Momo as like cute and adorable and like as good as he can in every scene, because he has such a hard on for that character. I would assume Momo is like a muse of his, for like a past love or something,
right?
Because
right.
I'm unaware, but that's actually why season 2 took so long to make. It
didn't take that long though. I know. It came out less than a year after season 1 premiered, right?
Something like that, yeah. But he supposedly it was supposed to come out a couple months prior to when it started this year,
right?
Because he was trying to get everything right. They also added a bunch of extra things, like the whole when the concert, right, with Hunting Soul.
Oh yeah, they do the callback to not callback, but they blatantly reference / rip off Back to the Future.
Yeah. So the band, so that whole scene, there is no concert in the manga. They expanded upon that in the in the anime apparently, and a bunch of other things they've been doing to try to make it better. So I don't know.
Season 1 was 12 episodes, aired in October of last year. This season aired in July.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's 4 months early.
Yeah, and it was the guy said it was supposed to be like late.
So like they're making this fast. Also, the manga is still ongoing. I think there's like 180 chapters so far.
It was like
so
77.
No, I think they've already adapted like the first 80 chapters. Hold on. So there's chapters and then there's volumes though. So volumes.
Well,
we might be talking about different things. Hold on.
There are 20 volumes total. 165 at least.
See,
okay, never mind. I was wrong. I don't know where I got
close.
77
I think because I looked it up, said how much has been. I think they said it got up to like chapter 80. The season 2 ended.
Wow, this manga is old. In comparison to the anime, it's from
Right.
2021.
2021.
I didn't know. I thought it was like new.
But he's come out with like volumes like every couple months, which is
Yeah,
like
interesting.
15 chapters each. And not all the chapters have even been compiled. So if you go to the end, the last volume was volume 20, which goes to chapter 174, but not all of the released chapters have been serial. So he's written 209 chapters, but they haven't all been compiled yet into volumes.
Gotcha.
So Anyway, super funny show. It's hilarious.
Yeah, if anyone hasn't watched Dan to Dan, out of all of the things I've seen this year and last, I highly recommend Dan to Dan.
Yeah, I gotta try
It's ongoing.
It's funny. It's quippy. It's entertaining. Its action is pretty solid.
And so far, there's been a season every year.
The stories and lessons are impactful. I mean,
the morals are great too.
Like Ira's episode where she gets her
it's beautiful. Like
wow.
Like it's a comedy show, and then it gets to that episode, and you're like, okay, I was not ready for that, because it's hauntingly beautiful.
Yeah, they give reason for everything.
You can find it on
behind
Hulu
why
too.
it's all ghosts, because they do the whole like Ju-on thing where there's, instead of it being a ghost out of anger, there's something that happens to them that keeps them on Earth.
Yeah.
So there's a reason why like basically all of the ghosts they ever fight like exist, and then all of the aliens. It's like the whole shtick is. So Momo doesn't believe in ghosts. Okarun believes in aliens, but not ghosts. She gets abducted. He gets possessed, and they have to find his balls. It's so ludicrous and funny.
Well, his name
so
isn't even Okarun. She just doesn't she just doesn't want to call him Ken Takakura.
Yeah, this show is so good at relaying and overlapping back into other details, because like when the twist / reveal at the end of the first episode of the first season is hilarious. Very, very funny show. The finale was fantastic. So I will say the first episode gets a little fan servicey, but it doesn't do that again. Does that make like when she gets abducted? Yeah,
the aliens are trying to do weird things to her.
Well,
I mean, but it's weird. She's wearing it like shows her in her underwear.
Hold on, not the Nessie episode though. Like that one. But that's also because they're like their situation. They're actually like they have to in order to move better. So like that makes sense contextually. Yeah. But everything else is, for the most part, pretty respectable.
That was the only weird part for me though. Is like the type of underwear that the high schooler was wearing was kind of strange.
Yeah.
But I don't know much about what kinds of underwear high schoolers wear.
I didn't wear that. She's in a thong. Okay, it's weird.
That being said, that actually is probably accurate.
We went to different high schools.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I never saw any high schoolers in there.
I didn't see any. Well, there were.
It would be easier to count how many weren't knocked up in my high school.
I only saw the thing in my gym. So.
I remember one of my classmates had a teacher walk up to her and say, "Hey, you're not allowed to wear thongs." But they were talking about flip flops. Okay. But my friend was very confused for a minute there because why are you looking at my underwear?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Anyway, yeah, Dan to Dan was hilarious. I've absolutely loved it. It was a phenomenal season finale. Anyway, anything else? I think that's it, right? We talked about everything. Mm-hmm. Next week it's just more Alien Earth and I guess Dark Wolf if anyone's watching it. It's a good show too.
At some point, I might catch up on that just because, I like to be a part of the discussion. So as long as it's not something I actually absolutely hate, which generally I don't hate much of anything, I'll watch stuff to
Dan to Dan. You can find it on Hulu. It's hilarious.
I was looking it up. It looks like it's on Hulu, Netflix. It's on all kinds of stuff.
It's really, really popular too. It's one of the most successful like first seasons of anime. Like
obviously Crunchyroll.
Between everything that's happened recently, Dan to Dan is psychotically popular, but so is Freeren. Apparently, Freeren is like the #1 anime of all time.
Yeah, I watched the first episode of it because it was fine.
I haven't had time to
doing
go back
a lot of setup. It was doing a lot of setup.
Oh yeah, agreed.
So it was nothing really exciting yet, but I've been too busy to keep going. But I want to. It was pretty good. It's a cool concept. Yeah, the adventure's over. What happens next? You know. Also, Slow Horses.
I can't find Dan to Dan anywhere. I can't find it on Crunchyroll.
It's on Hulu.
You're probably looking at all the wrong stuff then, because
Netflix and Hulu should have it.
Yeah,
I don't have Netflix.
I started Googling Dan to Dan. It pulls it up, and I said, "Oh, where to watch?" And it's
See, I did that, and it says I could get it on Sling. I can get it on
Hulu, Disney,
Crunch. It says Sling, Crunchyroll, Hulu, Disney Plus, Netflix, YouTube, Amazon. Yeah, but okay.
Yeah, you might need to alternate. Yeah, I think you might need to add spaces or not. Try both. But
okay. Okay. It was spaces.
I just pulled it up and I forgot. Season 1, episode 5 title is like, "Where are your balls?"
I love how she laughs so hard at him in that one episode where he's like, "I don't think you understand. We have a serious problem," and then it just hard cuts to her just belly laughing on the floor at Okaroon because he's missing his balls.
His balls get taken by a ghost.
Turbo Granny, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I can watch anime anymore. I can't stand the way that they talk, but I'll give it a try.
This
I'll
show
try
doesn't
both.
do that.
It doesn't do it?
It doesn't do the endless internal monologue.
And not just that, just the way that the characters talk just comes across as cringy. What is this? I hate it. It's not like other. Maybe I'm generalizing.
Yeah, you can find it in lots of places. So, but you can also find it there. Anyway, okay. See you guys next week. Anything to plug, Albeleo?
Just if you want to pop over for whenever I do movie reviews, my same name here as it is on my channel, as well as on Twitter, where I complain about things.
The dub is pretty good for Dan to Dan.
I actually prefer the dub.
It's not the dub. It's not just that. It's the way that the characters talk. And every single one of them, they're always like hyper talking, and they just do weird things. And
that's what like. That's did you not watch?
Thing.
Did you not watch Godzilla -1? That's how they act in real life.
No,
somewhat.
No, -1 was completely different. I gotta watch it again. I guess.
No, like the way, like the main character is always like bowing and scraping and please forgive me.
Yeah, we're not racist. That's just how they are.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
Maybe.
They're very.
I think that Charles's complaints are more about the ways that it is depicted in anime being very annoying, and the ways that it's maybe
I am just racist, Jared.
That's fair.
But
you do have a rather infamous quote,
Charles.
A month ago or so.
We were giving you an olive branch, man. All right, next week.
All right, yeah. I'll try it.
Slow Horses season 5 also premieres next week. I have not caught up. I still have to watch season 4.
Yeah,
but I know Jared will be watching that, so oh man, I just have no time. Our car broke down. I have to get that fixed, and we'll try. I'll try because I know he's going to want to talk about that, baby. That's a good show. Slow Horse is fantastic on Apple TV. Check it out.
I think I've heard good things. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just racist.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we offered an olive branch and you went full Nagasaki.
Because I don't. It literally is. It's cringy. It's just.
No, I actually do think I've heard what you're complaining about. I think it's one of the things that makes it so I'm not drawn into it as much. But
yes, I know what you're saying, and there are animes like that are insufferable. That I'm like, oh, I can't. Even if it's a good story, like it's annoying. I cannot get into Dragon Ball Z because they're constantly just like building up charging one attack for like 10 episodes straight, and it's like I can't do it.
And there's the very loud
also,
talking, very over the top emotion expression. That's
very loud. Every single female has just taken a gallon of helium, and every single child is not believable. Any child has. I don't know. I can't stand the way that children sound or any cute female.
Just watch Dan to Dan. It's good. You'll like
it. Is that a weirdly tacit admission of your lady?
Well, no.
Yeah, she's gonna come on, introduce herself. We're expecting her to go hi, and she's like, "Hey."
That's
no.
Look, if you were saying that Attack on Titan was good, Charles.
Attack on look crying.
Here's the thing: if you can handle Attack on Titan, you can handle Dan to Dan. Attack on Titan. The thing with Attack on Titan, I was like, this story is interesting. It was a chore to watch that episode because of exactly what you're describing. Okay,
yeah.
And if you could still enjoy it because it like man, Attack on Titan, they would spend like a whole episode just like with an inner monologue and doing the over analysis of the situation, like because he said this, that implies this, and you're like, but this is taking place in like 1 second of real time, and you spend 10 minutes monologuing, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have the same problem with Death Note. Okay, I think Death Note is worth watching. It's good. First half of it, second half sucks.
I was gonna say, it sounds like there might actually be a slightly different complaint there, but also there's something to be said about the fact that you like it once, but then when you start seeing it over and over and over again, that's when it starts to bug you.
Maybe. But I haven't finished
Death Note. That was
the
the whole point of the show, was Death Note, because it was a battle of the wits, and so they were always thinking in their head, and it's a little insufferable in that too. Okay?
I've never had
but
the
if
issue
you can handle Attack on Titan
as much or over,
you can watch Dandy Dan because they don't do that in the show.
Yeah. I gotta find that clip about Death Note. You know it as well as I do, so you should remember it. Do you remember that episode?
I eat the potato chip. Is that the one?
No. For as funny as that is, no.
Take the potato chip and I eat it.
No, do you remember when L goes to Light's school with him, and he challenges him on whether or not he is Kira? He just asks him flat out, and L takes a moment to ponder a question. And before he responds, there's this hilarious version of that where Kira is where L's like, I don't know if Kira's actually like this or not, and L's like, what do you mean? He's like, well, he's clearly racist, and L's like, the hell, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, all of the people don't fit the pattern. If you've noticed, a lot of them are definitely not Japanese. And then he asks L, so why do you think that is? And then L responds with, oh, well, that's easy. It's because they commit most of the... It just pauses with L looking at him. I'll find it later and I'll send it to you. It's so funny.
Yeah. Man, the second half of that show was such a letdown.
Oh man, yeah, I don't see how people could say Death Note's so great when the second half exists.
It really is, though. Like, the first half is fantastic.
It should have ended there. Like, for as much as I hate that L would have won, dude, come on.
It was good. It was good writing. Okay. Anyway, see you guys next week.
Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
I'm gonna watch more anime, I guess.
I'll give Dan a chance.
I'll watch episode 2 of Fruin, but I gotta catch up on Slow Horses, so I probably won't watch very much. All right, bye guys.
See ya.
It's been a blast.
And now it is time to say goodbye.
We had a great conversation.
It's been fun. But all good things must come to an end, and the goodest ending I can think of is...
Right now, this moment, this night.
So I guess we just say goodbye.
So, goodbye.
Toodaloo. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao. Ding dao day. But come back next week for more outrageous bloopers.
This is the end.
Well, there's only one thing left to do.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If it's true, please take a minute to subscribe to the channel, and you can join us along for the ride. And if you pay me, I'll try to be more entertaining. So please consider joining Patreon and getting your name in the credits with pride.
I'd buy that for $1.